We're waiting for the car. The guy leaves the girl inside and runs to try to get my number. Hey, mommy, what's up? I put on the worst Nigerian accent. I say, hi. He said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Lagos, West Africa. Can I get your number? I said, please, that sister I walked in with you, who is she? Oh, no. Jackie probably is laughing if she watches this because it was so funny. Then, of course, she drives a G-Wagon. So they pull up a car. The guy first sees the ride and he looks at both of us and he knows that, this one is out of my league.
Out of your league.
I said, just go inside and enjoy with your little girlfriend that you brought.
I swear.
Can I have a number? I said, no, thank you. I'm from Nigeria. You have to come and find me in Lagos. He goes, I'm going to find you. I said, good luck to that. And we sped off. That's why I don't like American men.
What is good, my good people? It's your girl, Madam Joyce in the bizzle, back again. Tell a friend. It's been another week. Long time no speak. Guys, I am so gassed. But before, do you know what? Yeah, I feel like this incredible woman is in the studio and it inspired me to do something on Patreon because we'll talk, but first of all, I just want to line something up that we did on Patreon. I asked the bad boys and girls what they are grateful for. And I feel like it was very important. We're having a bad time sometimes. Life is lifing. But I feel like sometimes just remembering the good things in life is so important. So anyways, I asked the Patreon bad boys and girls what they were grateful for, and they hit me with some really, really beautiful things. So I'm going to read some out to you. And can I just say shout out to my Patreon gang. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have been enjoying the extra episodes. This one, Carrie said, I'm grateful for the amazing friends I've made over my life. It's hard living in a different country away from your family, and they helped me through some of the toughest times in life and have the biggest hearts. God is good. And we got Fatima K saying, I'm grateful for getting my first degree this year. Come on, Fatima. Can I just say big up all the educated girls? I love you. And we have Nadenge saying, I'm grateful for moving into my first apartment this year. Honestly, I remember when I moved into my first place and just that change of almost like girl to woman type when you live alone. When you move from your mommy and daddy's house and you go into your bachelorette pad. It's given woman, it's given lady. And we have Lara saying, I'm grateful for the new friends I made this year. We have one more, and Tommy said, I'm grateful for my community because without them and God, I would be finished. And that's exactly how I feel. Without my community, without the bad boys and girls, the hoochie mamas and daddies, and also amazing friends and mentors like the woman on the chair today, I don't know how I will be able to navigate this space. So I thank God for all you guys, and I thank God for the woman on the seat today. We have a media powerhouse in the Bumble class. She is known for her mix of class and boldness. She is one of Nigeria's biggest, if not the biggest, media icons. From radio to TV to acting to author to beauty, the CV is strong, and she is here. We had a good time in Nigeria, but I thought let's bring it to the UK. We have none other than the unstoppable Toke Makinwa.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. I'm going to take this off because that's what I do on my podcast. So we can see eye to eye.
You know what? Sometimes I'll be wearing shades though. Like when I don't have time to do my individuals,
lashes,
because I will wear the shades. I'm sorry.
Exactly. But thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited. This is where all the magic goes down.
Yes, this is where people start spilling their secrets to me, and they start sharing their life.
And I walked in here and I got cocktails, guys. So it's going to
actually does that. Can we just have a little sippy sip?
Yes, do that again.
Cheers.
I asked for like a spicy margarita, and if this is not the best spicy margarita I've had, I'm not even trying to gas you guys up. I'm a very, very, very anal person when it comes to my cocktail. I say spicy with a kick, and that's what I said. Sorry.
Snappy chat.
Snappy chat.
Do you know what? I've recently started being a Snapchat queen. I know you're a Snapchat queen.
I'm just also trying to be a Snapchat queen. I used to like start, stop. I love Snapchat, but sometimes I just always forget about the app. But now I'm fully on Snapchat now.
But I feel like you're someone that always keeps people in the loop of what you're doing. And I feel like me being new in the game, that's one thing I really struggle with. Because sometimes it's like, I'm having fun. Like, how do you have so much fun? And you're like, oh, I need to document it. It's not easy, yo.
It's not easy. I think that people take that part of what we do for granted because, you know, they're just sat there, just entertained by our lives. But it's actually hard work.
When you're eating video.
When you're eating, because you're trying to grow a community.
Yeah.
And that's what sustains what you do. Because I think one of the things about the authenticity of your brand is that people can fully relate that this is who you are, this is what you like, this is how you sound. You know, you have people saying, what would Madam Joyce do in her head? And I think it's a believable process. And that's what always helps a brand cross from just being that brand to being, you know, the brand that people would bank on because they believe that you're drinking this drink. They believe that, you know, you're loud, you're funny, you say how you feel. And, you know, people are like that indoors when they're with their close friends. But here you are with a mic, which is not easy. Yes. And you're bearing it all. Like, accept me or not, this is who I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Double kudos to that because it's not easy. So I feel like putting ourselves out there, people think it comes naturally until they try to be like us.
Yeah.
Until they try to do what we do. And then they realize that, whew, it's a lot of work. You have to deal with the negativity, the positivity, the likable, the not likable.
I have a question for you. Who did you slap on Instablog Naija? Who did you fight?
Nobody.
Because honestly,
they're always putting old pictures of me.
Them lots are like on your dick so bad. Instablog Naija, what? Every time,
I don't know what I've
if
done
you
to
breathe,
them.
Toke
And then you know what, Joyce? Is the old pictures. Have you guys not seen the glow up? At least try and use some new pictures that are nice. They be using pictures from 15 years ago with my neck long, my eyes bulging, me basically looking for a break. I'm like, guys, what is the problem? I don't even get to read the article or watch it because when I see the picture, you want to chase all my toasters away. What is it?
On God.
On God.
Why did you not post the most recent picture?
I think they do that also just to take it on purpose because the kind of degrading pictures they use of me on Instagram. My hairline is like in the middle of my head. It's like, I look better now. Like, guys.
No, please, at least. You know what? I'm not going to lie. Yeah, there was one time Shadeborough posted me and I actually messaged them, I love this picky. Because let me tell you something. If you're going to slate me for chatting, at least
let me look good chatting.
Picture, you know, before they show you the video, they say the statement, they'll give picture. At least let the picture be bad be. So
no, they never do that to me, Joyce. You're so lucky they listen to me.
I actually
Instablog Naija most especially. It's like I've done something. I did not pay maybe is there bills I owe you guys? No, like tell me. Because the pictures is just degrading. Downright wrong. If you Google Toke Makinwa Instablog Naija, you would have a laugh. And I hope I've been able to make you guys laugh this afternoon because that's all I get offended by. Not the article, not what they're saying.
The pickies.
Just the pictures.
Come on.
I'm just like, guys, do better.
Guys, honestly, I know we're probably going to get slated for what we said or didn't say, but at least the minimum, like, let us be looking sexy.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to probably put this up and put old pictures again.
Don't be wicked. Can we just honestly?
Maybe I should actually DM them my new pictures.
Yeah,
do you think I can do that? I can just send. I've never sent a blog a DM before. But this might be my first. Just say hi to whom it may concern. This is what I look like now. Thank you.
Thank you. Please use this as future reference.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
But we were just talking about, you know, authenticity and
that word always gets my tongue.
Do you know what other word gets me?
I'll tell you. Adrenaline. Sometimes adrenaline. When I'm about to say adrenaline, it's like
adrenaline.
Adrenaline. It just
you said adrenaline.
That always happens to me.
Mine is compartmentalized.
Compartment. I actually get that one.
That one beats me.
That skincare, niacinamide.
Micellar.
No, niacinamide. I'm always struggling to say it. Niacinamide. What's it called?
Niacinamide.
Did I say it right?
Niacinamide.
Yeah, I always struggle.
Niacinamide.
Yeah, I always struggle.
I'll just say cream.
Hey.
You can't bring that cream.
Go and bring that cream. Niacinamide. Yeah.
Niacinamide.
I'm always okay with compartmentalized. It's just
cops be like, that beats my ass. That and discography. Is it discography? Discography.
Yeah.
Beats my
How
ass.
come we struggle with different things? I struggle with the easiest things. It's okay for you to struggle with discography. I will probably get that right and compartmentalize. But tell me about adrenaline and what's the other one that I just find myself just saying? Massachusetts?
Oh, wow.
Is that what
Keep
it is?
going. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
She said Massachusetts. Why are you chewing the word?
I can't say it for the life of me.
Massachusetts.
I cannot say it for the life of me. Can you say it again so I learn?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
See the way my mouth is? I'm sure my mouth. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Because do you know what it is? I do a lot of like my mouth moves. You know, I got quite so. I think that word needs a lot of
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
God, please don't send me a man from there because
no, honestly, at that point, just say he's from the States. He's from the States. That's it.
Oh my God. Joyce is
But I want to talk about your birthday, you know. Honestly, the Thanksgiving service, it touched my heart, man. I'll be honest. It touched my soul hard.
Wow.
First of all, I actually thought that you got married.
No.
You wore whites. It looked like a bridal wedding.
Because I've never really shared this with a lot. Maybe I should just share with you. Beginning of the year, there's something called Hallelujah Challenge. I don't know if you heard about it. And then someone told me to join. It's like this whole thing they do at midnight where you join and you pray. And then they were talking about this girl who had this miracle where she wrote out what she wanted for the year from God. And she didn't just stop there. She put dates beside it. Mm-hmm. And God heard everything. So I said, let me try and take a leaf from a book and try it, mm-hmm. right? And I wrote everything I wanted, how I wanted it, the timeline, plus the dates. And heaven didn't pick up my call. It didn't happen, girl. And I went through the worst depression about it. I was just like, God clearly doesn't like me because when I ask for things,
can I just say, I thought this story was gonna go good. I thought you're gonna be like, yeah, I wrote it down in it.
It's good.
Okay.
So and then I thought to myself, I think sometime in June, July, I started finding myself praying again. And I thought to myself, you know what, rather than let go of the dream, because sometimes there's nothing wrong with the dream, it's just the timing.
Yeah.
And I heard him say to me, I don't know about how people hear from God, you hear some crazy stories, but I think for me it's always that inner voice or thought or a song. And I woke up and I heard him say, time is a concept of which I own, and you're not going to wrestle me out of this one.
Wow.
So I just said to myself, I'm going to do exactly what I thought I would be doing on the 20th. I'm going to wear what I thought I'd be wearing on the 20th, and I'm going to thank you in advance. Not because I want you to do it. I just want to have a Thanksgiving where I just thank God. And that's why the whole Thanksgiving came to be. So it didn't happen. I didn't get married. I, just decided to just do what I thought was going to happen for me on the 20th of October. And I did it.
Honestly, I'm so happy for the next level of this testimony where it's like you're coming back and you're telling me that, MJ, I didn't get it this year, but next year, I'm not even
putting timelines to it because if it happens, it happens. People always think I hate men or I'm, this feminist that bash men or whatever. I've been married before, and marriage for me was one of the most beautiful institutions. I tell people, I think we even talked about it on my show. Mm-hmm. I tell people that I see marriage as the relationship you have with your siblings, right? Mm-hmm. Your siblings come visiting. The first couple of days is exciting, right? You're like, you guys wear matching pajamas, sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
You catch up on all the lost years or lost moments you haven't seen each other for. By the third day, like, close my door. Who wore my shoes? Where are my earrings? Please, when are you going back to your house?
Yeah.
I beg, I'm tired,
Facts.
And that's how I saw it. There were days where I would rush home and I'm just like, just getting into my home, I'm just like, gosh, I can't believe I have my own person. I can't wait to tell him everything I'd been through that day. And there were days when I wake up in the morning and say, God, you must hate me for me to marry this idiot because this must be hell.
Yes.
That's how I saw it, and it didn't work out many, many years ago. And I do fancy the institution. I do want to get married again. It hasn't happened yet. I'm not ruling it out. I'm just taking my time and, maybe God is just saying it's not time yet. And whenever he's ready for me, I just hope I'm not wrinkled by then.
Impossible. Because honestly, 40 has never looked so good.
Baby!
You make me so excited to turn 40.
I'm 40.
You look, and I feel like I love you because it's like, you're so grown and sexy. Like you're just
I haven't
grown
always been.
and
And I
sexy.
like that with every phase of my life, I bared it all. I like that in my 20s, I was the one falling over in bars, drinking. I like that. I'm honestly, I've lived such a well-grounded life, still living. And I tell people, don't make me your role model because I'm going to disappoint you. I'm just figuring this thing out. Oh. I don't come with a rule book of grown and sexy. No. At 35, I was still making my damn mistakes. At 37, I was still doing, but I was falling forward. At least I'm moving. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing. If you fall, at least fall forward and don't fall backwards. So at least you can pick yourself up and move up again. So I don't know what 40 is going to bring. I don't feel 40. I still feel like the 30-year-old girl that I was. I still think age is a thing of the mind because trust me, baby, I will still cuss somebody's son out if you try me.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with age. And I hate this ageism thing where people are like, act your age. Are you crazy? What do you mean by that? Have you ever been my age before?
Period.
I'm acting what I know how to act.
Yeah.
If it's not my age, then come and beat me. I don't understand.
I feel like it's one of those things where sometimes, especially when you're a woman, they like to use that age thing as an insult. It's like, because
someone said that to me on Snapchat. I think I put up a post that says, there was a plaster on the, I'll show you the post. There was a plaster on the person's eye and nose and mouth. The person says, how basically the broke guy is talking to her. She's blind, she can't speak, whatever.
Facts.
And then we posted it and someone said, at your age, I'm disappointed. I said, thank God you don't pay my bills.
What's your business?
What's your business?
I agree. And I feel like this whole stigma of almost like growing up and being old is a negativity, being in your 30s, being in your 40s is a negativity, people running away from it. People like, I remember somebody was like, oh, you know, oh, you look 30. And they're like, oh my God, I don't look 30. Like, it's almost an insult to look your age because everybody has told you must look 21, you must look. But it's like, if you look 30, girl, you look 30. As long as you don't look 50. And even if you look 50 and you're 50,
Yeah.
you're 50. What do you want to do? Like,
I don't even want to be 20. I don't think I liked my 20s. I don't think I knew what I was doing. At 20s, I was in love with one man. I spent my entire 20s following one man. If I could turn back the hands of time, I'm grateful that, you know, I'm where I am and my experiences have shaped me. But I tell a lot of young people, you have no business at early 20s, even mid 20s, getting married. Figure yourself out.
I
Get
agree.
the bag first. Know you. Because at 22, why are you married at 22? Why? Like, I if it works for you, I'm not knocking it. They say age is nothing but a number. I agree. But I feel like as women, we mature faster than the guys.
Yeah.
And when you put that in your mind, you're not going to be the same person at 30. It's just not possible. You're growing. You will grow into new things, new ideas, new personalities.
Yeah.
You must be able to make room to accept who you are before you bring the burden of somebody else.
I agree.
So I don't even remember my 20s. I hated my 20s. If I look back now, I was in love with one person. I used 20s to worship one man. God forbid.
Woo.
I'm like, now and I got married at 30. I divorced in less than a year. A whole year. After I dated for like 13, 14 years.
Wow.
We now finally got married. I remember my birthday, 30th. I was cutting my cake saying, oh, I always wanted to get married in my husband's house or turn 30 in my husband's house. 31 did not reach. I go speak in prison. A pigeon. I don't come out to the husband's house by 31. And I wasn't proud of it. Nobody prays for a divorce. But that happened to me. My 30s were the most difficult, most excruciating, but still the most rewarding years I've had. I don't my 30s, I came into who I am. My 30s defined me as a person. My 20s, please, let's not talk about it.
So what would you say the lessons you learned during your 30s? And you're saying that you came into who you are. So who were you at 20 and who did you find yourself to be at 30?
20s, I did not know. And I know I say this. My ex and I are good friends now. Goodish. I mean, we're good. We're not enemies. And it took therapy to have me admit what I'm about to admit to you. I don't know who he married. That girl and I were two. I mean, I was having identity issues at 20s. I didn't know what I wanted from my career. And to put that much burden on someone to make you happy is the worst disservice you can do to yourself. I let myself first down by letting my happiness hang on one man. And I don't even know how he pulled through because I'm sure he was trying to navigate his own life.
Yeah.
And there is this girl who is holding on to you, who is dating so serious. I don't know is it Musam? Is it the movies that taught us that where we date and we think every relationship must lead to you walking down the aisle in white and him, because I don't know. I also feel like I don't know where I got that sense of, oh my God, this is the one, and he must be the one, and I must be faithful to him, and we must have this relationship that, if it doesn't lead to marriage, I don't think. It was just nasty. And it took me going through therapy to admit that we just were not fit for each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Nobody deserves to be with someone who puts their entire happiness on them. Your happiness is your priority and your job. And I realized that in my 30s.
You know what?
Honestly.
This is so self-aware. Like, this is so self-aware to kind of put forward, this is where I went wrong as a woman in that relationship.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, he did.
I'm not saying her. She said, but it takes two to tango.
I would admit that,
It takes two to tango, but the fact that you're sitting there thinking, I can see.
Yeah. With everything, divorce relationship, it takes two.
It takes two to tango.
Nobody goes through a divorce by themselves.
True.
Except you're in like where they're beating your ass or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that's different. But for us, like, I would admit, I never cooked him a meal. In the time that we were married, because I didn't think he deserved it, because I had a lot of resentment. So I didn't see myself standing in the kitchen making you a meal, because I'm just thinking, after everything you put me through,
you now want to eat.
I beg.
You now want to eat on top of it.
But I shouldn't have married him, because nobody, even a prisoner on death row, deserves some form of mercy. Nobody deserves to be with somebody that is reminding them of what they did in 19something. That's how you did this. That's how you did that. So I salute him for staying with the girl, because I was a ball of, you did this to me, you did that to me. I was very rah in my 20s as well. That does not also absolve him of his fault. I'm just saying what I did
for you.
Yeah, and what I came into, when I came into myself, what I worked on. Nobody deserves to hold the keys to your happiness. And I think, getting the bag did that for me. Finding myself in my career, finding myself in the knowledge of what God feels about me, did that for me. So if I get married again now, he's meeting a wholesome person.
Yes.
There's nobody that's going to tell me who I am. Like, honey, I've been doing this before you came along.
Yes,
guess, sit down. I know who I am.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what I mean?
Are you open to dating in terms of your next step? Are you older? Are you older? Are you open to dating a younger guy?
I've been with a couple of them.
How young are we talking here? See the way she sipped that was still nutty. How young are we talking?
Young, maybe like 5 years younger than
Okay.
I think 4 or 5 is
4 or 5.
Is this guy 4 or 5? I think he's my younger brother's mate. So yeah. That was
I have a question that the internet asked me to ask you.
You can tell me.
You and Farouk.
Farouk is my best friend. Did you not meet Farouk when you were in Nigeria?
I didn't meet Farouk in Nigeria.
Oh my God. Let me tell you what.
Go on.
Farouk is my guy. Farouk entered my family trying to get with my sister.
Okay.
And my sister is very reserved. She's not the girl in the club.
Demure.
Very demure. And I walked into one of their dates and I was just like, bro, this is not your wife. She's not the one.
Yeah.
And we just became cool friends. Since then, he's a everybody in my family knows him. It's so funny how people, I think because they've not been able to link me with anybody in a while, they think Farouk is one of my G's. If you're around Farouk and I, there's absolutely nothing. People who actually know us, they laugh when they say this thing. And then when that Thanksgiving thing happened, it was so funny because he wasn't supposed to wear, I told everybody to come in pastel colors, right? Farouk being Farouk, just because he tries to break the rules, he made sure I did not see his outfit. And then he walked in here in white and I was wearing white. And then in the joke in the room was like, is this a wedding? Let's people just make it one. But I would never date him. He would never date me. Like, girl, bye. No.
The internet was on a frenzy because that's who they were saying is your husband.
Don't know why.
All
we
Insta
don't
blog.
even like each other
Never
like
stop
that.
it.
Trust me, Farouk, I know every lie in the book Farouk can want to use. So I'm the one that he cannot marry me. There's no way. Because if he's still wanting to be in the streets, I'm going to catch him. And I'm not the kind of girl who wants to spend the rest of my life on my knees in church. He's my best friend. Do you understand? So I'm good. Like, I mean, he'll find a nice girl and I don't even think he wants to get married. So let me not speak on his behalf. Like, whatever Farouk wants to do, Farouk.
But you're saying if he does, it's not going to be you.
Girl, no. Why are you looking like you don't believe me?
Because best friends sometimes
No,
become
not that
lovers.
kind of best friends. Trust me.
Like, that's your bro.
That's my bro.
Like, bro, as in, like...
Girl, maybe when you come to Lagos next, I promise you, by the time you are done with us, you'll be like, these two can never. It's not possible. He doesn't even find me attractive, and the feeling is mutual. I'll be like,
brother and sister
girl,
will
bye.
make it
Girl,
through.
Look at my face. Bye. I haven't waited this long. No. You've got to say Farouk is the one. Me and Farouk will go back to God and say, why? We won't work. We'll kill each other. It's not going to work.
I still feel like your husband is in Nigeria though. Or so maybe South Africa. No? None of the... Okay. Oops. No? I feel like my husband is in Nigeria.
Very good for you. I like my Nigerian men. What was your experience when you visited?
Girl, that I've been blocked.
You know that girl thing where we don't have to say more
Yeah,
than say
girl.
Girl.
I'm hopeful. I feel like, okay. So if it's, so where in the world do you feel like I really like the guys here?
Honestly, to God, there's nobody I'm feeling right now. I don't know what's going on with me or Joyce. I feel like with Nigerian men, I'll still say they're at the top of the list.
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian men, regardless of how you want to complain about them, I always salute my Nigerian brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian men know how to take care of women. Nigerian men are responsible. Nigerian men are, once you find yourself a good, grounded Nigerian man, you would have a great time. They might have a little issues with being faithful to just you because the successful ones are just a handful.
Not a little problem. It's only a little one.
You know, the successful ones are a handful and everybody wants to date inside that pool.
Yeah.
And they are spoiled for choice. I say to friends of mine that I feel like, you know, the problem is at some point in life, women were just having girls. Because we women were more than the men.
Yeah,
and every
true.
girl is a baddie now.
True.
Gone were the days where there was a bit of a gap between the baddies and the upcoming baddies.
Yeah.
And the simple girls who just don't care about being baddies. Now, everybody's is good looking.
Everyone's
had access to money because a lot of women in the last couple of years have become so empowered.
Yes.
Gone were the days when, you know, our mothers or how things were in their time where men brought home the cheddar, women were just for homemaking and kids raising. It's no longer that. Women have now developed themselves.
Yes.
They're not doing white-collar jobs. Look at what we're doing, for instance. We're in media. You have a podcast. It's sustaining your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're making good money, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to clock in and clock out at a desk before you are who you are. A lot of women are now doing makeup artistry, fashion designing.
Yeah.
So the industry is vast. When they have access to money, everyone wears good weaves.
Yeah.
Everyone's done their teeth.
Yeah.
Everyone's done their body if they want to.
Yes.
It's now a matter of choice, right? So when guys see us, there's no difference. So while you're out here having all your standards here, there's the chick who is just in for a good time. And the guy is confusing both of you because we all look alike.
We all look good.
Everybody wears designer clothes right now.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, so it's in the end, it's almost like the gap where you be able to say in those days, there are women who guys can't attain. It's now closer.
It's closer. You are spitting facts. It's so right. And I feel like the women, and I read something in the Financial Times that when we look at this generation in terms of the pay difference, women are statistically making a lot more money in the Western world. So when you have that, like you were telling me off camera, when you are a successful woman and statistically the women are making more money, which means there's not a lot of guys who are making the same money as women, the pool of your choice gets smaller and smaller because it's like, okay, cool. You like, first of all, if you like black, that's already
successful, six-figure.
Black, six-figure, successful.
Every girl wants that.
Then, no kids. Oh, that one is reduced. Or married. Oh, that one is reduced.
Yeah.
Then you now have...
Even if it's now the 5% that is left that are unmarried, good looking, great job, fears God.
Fears God. Hey!
Everything we want.
That's reduced.
Every girl wants to be with that 5%.
Yeah, that 5%.
So with the 5% guys, it's like they're spoiled for choice. You know what I said to someone? Sex is the cheapest thing anybody can offer anybody right now.
Yeah.
Sex has become so cheap. Because as the guy is getting dressed from your house, there's a girl that's like, babe, am I seeing you tonight?
Just don't.
I'm telling you.
Just don't. I
It has
can't.
become so cheap. Men will tell you as they are with you, dropping you off after the cinema, there's a girl, if they want her to come and spend the night at 2 a.m., they can text and be like, yo, what are you doing?
I'm going to be honest, yeah. I was having a conversation with my hairdresser today. I feel like my heart is being pulled to being abstinent. I feel like my heart is pulling to abstinence. And I think in terms of this season of my life, I'm just kind of over the okie doke, you know?
Girl.
I thought I'm over, do you know what I mean?
Let me tell you what it is.
You know what I mean?
Let me tell you what it is. You, my friend, are successful. You're getting there. The days when you used to think, oh, I'm just starting off and I need to do. Now, when you become, and it's frightening, but I'm going to share this. As a successful woman, you now begin to, you think it's not only guys that will ask what do you bring to the table. You now begin to ask guys that. Is it just the deal? After 5-10 minutes, is it not over? Don't I just preserve my peace than going down this dungeon with you?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the reason why you can sound this way and say you're over it is because when you think about all the loads of things you have to do, the brand engagement and this, you just want peace after. And if you're not getting that peace, you would rather just stay away. You would rather just be like, your dick is not actually worth it. It's not worth the drama. I cannot even put myself in a situation where I'll be deep down and I'll be collecting rubbish just because of the dick. My brother, hold it. I will pray myself to sleep. Listen to music. Use the vibrator. I'm good. I don't want to.
You know what
insult.
it is
I
as
can't.
well?
I just can't.
I was watching something today on TikTok and this girl was like, I'm not going to lie, yeah. I'm going to keep it honest, but we need to just, at the back of our minds as women, we need to prepare for the switch up. And I felt that so deep.
I feel it just as you said it.
We need to prepare for the switch up.
So unnecessary.
Because you can sit there, right? And you can do it right. You can do it right. You can do the dating right. You close your legs for 5 months, 6 months. You will hold your leg. You will think, wow, this is a nice guy. He's buying me this. He's looking after me. He calls me every day. He's checking on me. He's paying my this. He's handsome. He's attentive. He's husband. The minute you do pickles, you will see a whole new human being.
Because sometimes they switch just because. You're talking. I don't think sex is the reason why men switch. I think that literally men know from the moment, and a guy friend said this to me, as guys, we know from the moment when we meet girls what category we're putting that girl in. They know. So a guy can wait 6 months just to get
the man that was saying
this. He does. If he's not thinking in his mind of you in that direction,
it will never get
there. You can give it to him a day. If he's not thinking about you in that direction, there are people who will tell you they've met their husbands and they had sex on the first date and they've been married.
And they've been married, yeah, agreed.
There are people who will tell you that they waited 6 months and they broke up on the 7th month. I honestly just feel is what I said to you. Men are spoiled for choice now. So it's almost like they think every woman is the same. Yeah. So even when you have your high standards of I'm not going to sleep with him on the first date, he's not bothered because as he's driving home, he can find Are you kidding me, Joyce? He's on the date with you, his phone is on silent. Do you know how many girls are already hollering? Are we seeing tonight?
Hold on, wait. Silent and phone down.
Let's not forget. Let's be real.
Let's not forget the phone down.
I know. I don't know.
Once the phone is turned around, you know what it is.
I had this guy I was seeing one time. Every time he entered my room, just on the furniture on the wall, he would put his phone there down.
You think it's because he wants to be attentive?
Yeah, and that's what he was. And I asked him. I was like, "Why is your?" He goes, "Because I don't want any." I said, "I know your type."
The minute they come in and they turn the phone down and put it on the banister,
banister, that's the word. Just know
the banister.
That's what I'm telling you.
That,
so that guy, as we're saying, that guy that you're talking about, as he's taking you to dinner, the nice course dinner, the beautiful restaurant.
Yeah,
his phone is on silence. You know why?
Dessert is ringing. Dessert is ringing.
They're like, "Hey babe, FaceTime everything.
Dessert is ringing."
A guy can, when a guy doesn't sleep with you and you're thinking, oh, we've not even had sex in 3 months, that doesn't mean the relationship is going to work.
Yeah,
because he has somebody's knocking for that 3 months.
Yeah.
And the moment you give it up, if he's going to stay, he will stay. If he's going to go,
Samuel,
he will go.
why are you laughing in the back?
Someone knows I'm not lying though.
Samuel is laughing in the back.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? Samuel, is that what they say?
No, that one is big. They are.
So I tell people, don't worry about Peku's holding, or if you want to be celibate, be celibate because it's a mind thing. It's for you. Don't do it thinking that I'm not giving up, hoping that if I don't give it up, this man is going to marry me. It's a lie. My dear girl, you can keep it for 8 months. After the 8 months, the ninth day, he's going. The guy is gone.
Emmanuel?
You won't even see his brake lights.
Is that true?
I'm telling you, am I lying?
Spitting facts still.
Honestly, they will pretend. Men of this generation. Hey, my God.
The best actors. I thought you were the best actors there. They're the real actors.
Sure, friend.
Long.
If men don't scare you, I don't know what will.
Honestly, I swear to God. And let's even talk about acting. Girl, you're killing the acting game, you know. I was just talking about Blood Sisters. Yeah. Honestly, you in that series. And I feel like one thing I love about that show is that it touched on so many important conversations.
Yes.
Domestic violence.
Yes, of course.
Domestic violence. I was what's that thing called? Organ harvesting. Yeah. There were so many things. I was like, right, it was good. It was really good.
It was good. I mean, I feel like that's almost like the direction. You know, I when I say to people that my 30s was when I came into myself. My career took off in my 30s. You know, people are lucky enough to tell you they got successful at 25, at 26. I mean, I was in banking, and those were the years that I hated. I did not like banking, but as the Holy Book says, do not despise your years of humble beginnings, because those little things you think are just, why is this happening to me? They always come into the big picture. I was in banking to teach me to be an early riser, because I did not know that later on in life, I was going to host the most important radio show in Lagos, which is the early morning show. And I had to be at work at 5:30 in the morning. Wow. Banking days taught me that. If I didn't do banking where you have to be at the office at 6:10, at your desk at 6:30, I probably wouldn't have been able to cope. So my 30s was when radio started. And just as I'm entering a new phase, I remember I was so excited to turn 30 because I was just like, you know, I'm sure this will work out, that will work out. But I couldn't have imagined my life the way it played out. We make all these plans and God laughs. So I tell people, the lesson I've also taken out of my 30s is make your plans. Don't hold them too much to heart or feel like this is how it's going to happen. Because we're burnt out when we're so sure that this is how I want it to happen. For someone who's struggling to have a baby, you're so sure I must have a kid with them. What if there's IVF? What if that's not God's plan for you? You have to be flexible, you know, with your plans and God's will. So it's like, I want to do this. I had an idea. I wanted to be a radio presenter, but I didn't think I was going to be a foremost broadcaster out of Africa. I just thought, okay, I'll just do this radio job, because you can only see fast your vantage points, right? But looking back now at what he's done with my career. So with the movies, you know, when I started the movies, I would pick and choose. I didn't really want to go into movies full time because I was making so much money off of radio and TV, and movies weren't paying as much. But I did have the passion for it. I started acting from when I was in church drama. So I have always known from my vlogs, they'll be like,
Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, show more. Mary and Joseph, Satan is coming down level, you know, all those kind of crazy things we used to do back then. And then, you know, when I started my vlogs was when acting, people were like, you have such your facial reactions, you're a good actor. And I started doing a little bit here and there. I still wasn't fully convinced. But this year, I've literally shot 5 movies back to back. And
I just, you know what, one thing about you, your work ethic is just undeniable. I don't like it. I feel like when people call you an influencer, I think it reduces you, because you are a business woman. One, in terms of longevity, like, it's very hard to stay in this game and stay on top for the amount of years you have, and to evolve into these different eras. Your radio presenting era, TV, businesswoman, getting into fashion, having a perfume line. Like, I just can't fathom, in terms of the level of consistency and hard work it takes to do what you do.
Can I be honest with you?
Talk to me.
I wish I could sit here and tell you, oh, it comes from this, or I knew. Half the time, like this year, launching my perfume line, I was in the middle of a Great Depression.
Wow.
And I threw myself to work because that's the only thing I know.
No.
I also feel like if I don't work this hard, I'll probably do drugs. So you have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
You know?
Is either hustle or drugs?
It's either that. So, you know, what am I going to do? I'm not the energy and the feel that I have towards the passion I have towards my career is the same passion that, you know, if I don't focus on one thing or focus on doing other things or evolving, I probably will be, you know, doing drugs. Do you know what I mean? So it's either you have to pick or choose and say to yourself, I know myself, I am not a middle ground person. I'm either in it for the long run or I'm not doing it at all. And once I start on something, I don't believe in no's, because I've had so many no's told to me in my lifetime that it became a determination process for me.
To prove people
So when
wrong.
people tell me, not even to prove people, to prove myself right. You know what I mean?
Period.
When people tell me they don't believe or they don't think or accept or buy into my vision, I don't really hassle them much because I know what the vision is. And it's not for me. I'm not put on here to convince you or to, you know, recruit you into believing in my mission. I am doing this for myself, for the 17-year-old girl, for the 18-year-old girl, for the little girl at 8 who watched both parents being lowered into the ground, to literally be like, wow, you know, I've come this far and I can do it. For me, it has nothing to do with anybody. So
both your parents have passed away?
On the same day. I'm adopted, yeah. Well, they were buried on the same day, not passed on the same day. So yeah, so when you see Insta vlog Nigeria and the rest, I'm not really bothered by things people say about me because I had to deal with that at a young age. Do you know what it is to be orphaned at 8? Hello?
Wow.
So tell me, who can't leave me?
Is this something that you've shared before?
Everybody knows. I am adopted, but I have a great family who took us in, and you know, my dad is amazing. And you know, it was sometimes like on my Thanksgiving, I spoke a lot about my parents, and it was necessary for me to do that too, because I feel like when they died, it was such a tragedy, and I wanted to thank God for their lives, because the Bible says, since I was young, now that I'm getting older, I've never seen the righteous forsaken, and I feel like the seeds they sowed, we're all reaping from it right now. My father was a hard worker. He worked with the government. My mom was a lecturer, and she also like supplied like foodstuffs to like Hilton in Abuja. So the hard work comes from just the family. And when we were raised, God bless my parents who took us in, who raised us. They did not see gender. I come from a home where we are raised the same. So there's no, this is for the guys. It's not also a good thing, because I feel like my soft era is now...
Your feminine era.
I need to be my feminine era.
No,
but
I feel it.
My dad didn't raise us as, you're a girl, you're a boy. He raised kids, period. So there's no, what a man can do. When I got divorced, I wasn't going back home. I said, no. My parents were like, come back home. At least stay with us. I said, no. I'm not doing that, because all my siblings ahead of me that had gotten married, nobody's come back home. Why would I be the first?
The first.
So they'll be knocking on my door and say, auntie, are you here? Or the gate man will not open the gate for you properly. It's like, when are you going to your husband's house? You're back here. No, I stayed in a one bed. My bed was hitting my door. There was no fire escape, but I stayed there.
When you opened the door and the base of the bed is knocking.
I'm not lying. I stayed there. My dog was depressed because my dog was used to a big old house and I had to move into this tiny cubicle. And I was like, look, this is
just you and your dog.
Just me and my dog. This is our life right now.
What breed is your dog?
I've got 2. One is American Eskimo and the other one is a Yorkie. So the Yorkie came much later because the Esky was depressed. Because the Esky was always trying to run out of the house to his former house, where he had a big playground. I felt like a single mom who moved into a poor neighborhood and my kids are sad. I promise you.
It's in the wall when you're running.
Oh no.
Before you can run in your yard.
If you open my door, and there was only one fire escape, there was no door out of the kitchen. It was just one door to the whole house. My bed, if you open the door, it will hit the bed. But I stayed there. Because I was not going to go back home.
God is good.
And now, yeah.
God is good. That's like me though. Oh my God. I feel like there's been times in my life where I've tried to, going back home, like, it's almost like, I'm back in my mommy's house.
Hey. It's not even the mommy. Your mommy will always love you.
Yeah, my mom always
loved me. It's the neighbors. It's the people that come and visit. They'll be like, Joyce, when are you going back home?
You know what? I have these neighbors that are from Manchester. Bless them. So obviously I grew up in Bedford, so they're from Manchester. And when I go, Joyce, you back again?
Yeah.
You know that, but you know they're very passive, like, you're back again. And then I have a younger sister that went to uni, and they will like to compare us. Is Diola still in uni? You're back again? Diola still in uni?
At least these ones are like a proper Manchester people. Imagine Nigerian neighbors. Forget the neighbors.
They will say
because we had walls, so we don't have neighbors who live in the same compound with us. But the gatesmen are enough pressure. So you can't shout at them anyhow because you're supposed to be in your husband's house. So you're not, why did you open the gate? First day they welcome you, second day they greet you, third day, auntie, Ishekosi. As in, hope no problem.
Huh? Please, in it, like, are you? What did I do to
Do you
offend?
understand? So
What did I do to
and then when
offend?
your friends now come, they'll see you the first time, they'll think you're visiting. By the time they come twice or 3 times,
you're
what's
still
going on?
here.
You're still here.
You're still here.
I did not want to hear you're still here.
Yeah.
That motivation was enough for me to become successful.
I hear it.
I was like, nah.
Oh my gosh. I hear it. Speaking of Nigeria.
Let's
leave the answer to the side for a minute. I am very excited to go back.
I can't wait.
When are you going back, first of all? You're going back soon, right?
Soon.
You've done Tenerife. Honestly, every time I see you on the new business class jet somewhere, sometimes private,
No.
sometimes definitely first class minimum.
We bless the
Big
Lord.
T.
I just told you I lived in a house where a door was hitting the bed. Are you not happy for me that I can
Trust me.
Please let me
You can stretch
my
your
leg on the
you can
first
stretch
class.
your
Or the private jets. I beg. I've come far. I've hustled. Do you understand?
Oh, honestly, can I just say, I know this is just off my head, but I love hearing people's story because it makes me appreciate what they've done more. It makes me appreciate you so much more.
Oh,
like
you,
it really
babe.
does. Like,
And the thing is, we don't talk enough about the hardship
The
that
journey.
is in this industry.
yeah.
As a woman, I can only imagine what it's like you trying to do what you're doing. And the UK has
Just
been a very
don't.
funny market for a long time. I feel like the UK doesn't really have like that it girl factor, or you guys don't really have that celebrity culture here.
I mean, when it's our own, we don't like to admit celebrity culture because of the close proximity. Even if somebody's doing well, it's like, oh, we're doing well, but that's my sister's friend, so she's not the girl I think
They
she
almost
is.
kind of just talk about it like in a basic way
Yeah.
and not realize that, damn, you are doing the damn thing.
Yeah, they won't, like, it's not something that we do here. We don't want to do we'll tell you did all right, but it's like, not too much now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you're doing a good job, but don't forget that your wig is
and everybody
wig is
wants to
still-
remember where you came from, as you said, my sister's friend.
Yeah,
But
remember where you came
that
from.
little thing you're doing, Joyce, what's that thing you're doing? And then it's like,
That's the
outside of
P.
here, you've exploded, and people are like, I see all your videos pop up even in Nigeria, and people watch it, and people know when you came to Nigeria, you met a welcoming environment. Doesn't mean that we're any better. The industry in Nigeria is hard.
Yeah, it's not
It is
easy.
hard. I tell people, once you are passionate about something, you have to hold on to the few good men in your life who are there as your cushion system. I think what has saved me so far is my family and my friends. They don't see me any different. And you need that because the industry is full of fluff. And if you get mixed up and carried away with that fluff, by the time you're out of it, you still think you're in it. And it's such a rude awakening when you realize it's all over. Because everybody would gas you up till you're the last man on the floor. Do you know what I mean? So having real people who can have real honest conversations with you and, be your mirror and really tell you. I know you have that because I know your sister. So, I mean, I'm sure you're cushioned real nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People who can call you out on your own bullshit is very necessary.
Who would you say your friends are in the industry that you're like, this is actually my friend?
Tiwa, probably. Tiwa and I have a good relationship. Apart from Tiwa, Tolu, I have a lot of good friends in the industry. Auntie Mo is also someone that I can always call. And I like that I have friends in different sectors where I can call at 2 a.m. and we talk about a project and they don't think you're disturbing them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they just keep it that.
They're on the same
I
level.
have friends that I call when I want to talk about God, when I need prayers. And I'm like, baby,
please.
Warfare. Warfare.
Yeah.
So it's necessary to have them in different,
It's important.
compartmentalized, as you said. So you compartmentalize them.
Yes.
And you have them in different areas. Friends for turn up, I get them. Say, we want to turn up this weekend. Let's do it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm that friend. I'm the turn up. One
It's
thing about me, I'm gonna go.
It's like, leave all your problems at home, baby. Let's go out and just have a good time. And you're grateful for such because all work and no play makes Joyce a dull girl. You can't keep carrying the hustle every day because everyone will start running away from you. I beg,
Facts.
chill, relax. Do you understand?
You know what's interesting? I think one thing I love that you just said is that I feel like the mistake I've made in my life is thinking that one friend can be everything. So when I don't get a certain aspect from them, it's like this person is not a good friend. But it's important that different friends have different things. There's a friend that, they're great to offload, but they might not be the ones that are outside. Or there's some people that's
they might
outside.
Not have the capacity
they might have the
to
capacity.
handle what you're sharing.
Yes. And you have friends like that who are they're good friends, they're outside, but please, when it comes to serious matter, they're not the friend you call. They're not the friends to call.
I got there from experience. I can't tell you that I always had it right. I mean, I've had the most hurtful things happen to me from friends. And a breakup with a guy is easier to take than a breakup with a friend.
Facts.
I don't know what it is. It's just much more difficult.
It's deep.
I've had friendships that sent me to therapy that bad. And I feel like the only way I can explain it in the last 5 years, again, because the Bible is all I know. And I'm a Jesus girl. It's just that, forget all of this. You know, when...
Me and you both.
Yeah.
If I start doing something like one.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's that part of the Bible where it says the wheat and the tares, where the man sowed and the enemy came and sowed tares. And the owner of the farmland let them grow together. And when they grew out, he took out the tares and burnt them and preserved the wheat. I feel like that explains my life in the last 5 years. I feel like the good Lord lets me go through these experiences to refine me.
Yeah.
And when he was ready, he took out the tares. So everyone who is in my life right now is God ordained.
It's supposed to be there.
Is God. My Thanksgiving did that for me. I looked around and I celebrated with people who are meant to be in my life.
Wow.
People who came to Tenerife are meant to be in my life. There are no extras. There's no loose friends. And I'm grateful for it. Do you know what I mean? And just as you said, in there are the confidants, are the prayer warriors, are the party friends, are the gossip partners, because everybody likes a good gossip now. So if you want to know what's in town, you need to have someone that is the plug that will call you and be like, yo, did you hear what happened? This, that. And you guys can laugh and you know that what you're gossiping about, it will not leave. Two of you. It's there.
I'm a gist queen.
I like gist as well. I like to hear gist. I don't really like to give gist because I don't think I'm a good gist teller. You know, there are people who can tell the story that you'll be like,
am I not?
No, you seem like you're a good storyteller.
I am a great storyteller. Emmanuel.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
And let me tell you one thing about you. You can start one story 3 minutes and there's no dull moment. Because you've sat on my chair before and I'm just like, he did that. Wow.
I love it.
Wow, tell me more. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Because you know what? Yeah, the way my mind works, I just have to, because I feel like to be a good gister, you have to set the scene. Mm-hmm. We need to be in the scene. So was in the beach? Yeah. Is he in New York? Is he on the plane? Then we need to bring in the characters.
Yes.
So the person that the woman or the man that did the deed, we need to analyze them. Then sometimes
understand why they did the deed.
No, before that, sometimes you need the backstory.
That's why I say understand why they did it.
Yes.
You have to know where they're coming from.
But
to know the reason for their madness.
Yes. You now go and bring the backstory. So we're now in the past. We have to bring it to the present moment.
And connect it somehow.
Yes. Then we will now do our more of the story.
Then we now tell ourselves the truth, where we went wrong. Maybe we shouldn't have done this. But while it's going on, we support each other. We will now analyze the situation. But I'm not as good as you are though. Me, I just like to get to the main gritty. So when I start to gist, I like to just get to the point. I don't know how to stop, go back to the history, find out why they did what they did. I just like to, and then it's boring. But when you talk, I already have a vivid imagination of what's going on, how it happened.
That's what.
Do you remember you told me about the story about the landlord who was trying to date you but was married? I still have it in my brain. Guess why? Because you said it so vividly. I swear, I think I have a picture of the guy in my mind and the roommate.
I will give you this. I just said the earrings she wore. But I'm a storyteller. I love a story. My sister always hears me tell my stories and she will sit there for the 20 minutes because I always make it juicy. Yes. I always make it juicy.
That's nice.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Dirty December is fast approaching and we have the mother in the building. So a lot of the girlies want to know.
Not the mother, yeah.
No, but honestly, I hope you don't take offense to that.
No, I'm all right.
Because in terms of like entertainment, in terms of media, in terms of influence, it's
I'm
mother. MUVA. A. And I don't really just be shooting that. Seriously,
thank you,
I
babes.
don't be. So don't take offense to that
No,
sense.
I'm
I
not
don't mean
offended at all.
because sometimes it does. Everyone is, please, I
Yeah.
can't come back here. I'm only young, please do. But I want to ask, with your knowledge and expertise on Nigeria, what is the best way to do Dirty December this year?
Start a pack. Ladies, your weaves have to be banging.
Yes.
You have to have Vex money in your bag. Vex money is money that can save you in time of disrespect. Because everybody likes to move mad in December. Everybody likes to feel like they are the dawn. So I feel like for the ladies, it's not a time for you to be looking for a relationship. You are coming to Lagos to have a good time.
Yes.
Because most of the people you are meeting, they are already in a relationship. They also are looking for a good time. So everybody, you might be lucky. Maybe someone's just breaking up with someone and then you can find someone. But I feel like when you're landing in Lagos, you have to, first to start with, have your looks together because it's club after club, then breakfast, brunch, then beach. Because we have to go to the beach. The beach is part of our culture.
We got to
Do you
go
know
to
what
the
I mean?
beach.
So you have drinks in-house. House drinks are literally like the nice way to start. Then you go to like a nice club. Then you go to like, to a place to eat after the club. You can meet people there because there are people who are also coming to eat. From eating, you go and sleep for like 2-3 hours. There's brunch.
Yes.
Champagne brunch.
Yes.
You have to be there. So you have to have looks. You have to invest
you have
in
to
your
serve.
looks. Because one thing about Nigerians, we do not come to play.
No.
Nigerians are always dressed to the nines
Nines
for
and tens.
everything. The colors are in. The weaves need to be popping. Do braids if you don't have time to be doing, because as black girls, sometimes riding jet ski, you don't want your wig to fly off.
Yeah.
Do your nice looking braids. Come to Lagos ready to change your outfits. Because once they say brunch, be ready to have a brunch outfit. If they say a book club, be ready to go to the book club and meet. Be ready to go to the beach. Be ready to go to the nightclub. I don't really like nightclubs per se. They are good for when you just like 2-3 in the morning after you've had a well-rounded night, which is drinks at this person's house. From there, you go to like this nice bar. From the nice bar, then you can enter the club.
Yeah.
Feel good, have nice friends, and also have vex money because there's always the ballers who feel like they own the table. So to avoid disrespect, so somebody will be telling you, shifts, move, have your cash in your bag. So if they talk too much, you buy yourself your own sippy and enjoy your drinks with your ladies.
Yeah.
I also feel like your battery has to be charged because you have to have some
Facts.
ring lights for selfies. How did they know you did Dirty December? If we are not watching your stories and it's like a bead, like the bead has to be long. It's like prim, prim, prim. We have to see you guys jumping on tables. That's how we know that you're dirty in the December.
You gotta get
your
dirty.
voice has to go like on the third day. You cannot
Facts.
stock up on the antibiotics. You need antibiotics, ladies. You need this because even when you're feeling sick, you rock till you get on the plane.
You got to keep going.
You got to keep going.
Let me tell you, the
You
last
have energy shots. You have to keep going. For the spicy
Imodium.
food.
Not gonna lie, when I mean Nigeria is a place, you got to keep going. I remember I went out and I had street suya. The way I pooed next day,
bad idea.
the way I pooed, I'm not gonna lie, this is too much
But even
information.
as you're taking the Imodium, you're still going out that
I
night.
took 5 Imodiums and I said, let's go. I said, Mola to go to Quillox. And I said, and I just held, and I was holding my bomb as I was in the club. I just doing, and then when I started feeling, in the middle of the club, my body was, I put the Imodium in my bag.
Yes, you pop another two with alcohol.
Drinking with Casamigos, you go again. Excuse me, listen, you
How many times have we cheered to each other on this couch? Let me tell you what, there is no place like Lagos. I tell people, if you haven't experienced a night out in Lagos, you haven't lived. The kind of things that happen in Lagos. Then after that, you go to the strip club.
Guys, I spoke about this my first ever time in the strip club.
Strip club in Lagos.
It's guys. So this is the first time I felt on my leg.
Hey,
as in
those girls,
stubbly on my knee.
They take you there.
I couldn't believe
Girl,
Can I just say, big up the strippers.
And they look neat.
They are.
They dance well. Their bodies are banging.
Yeah.
I mean, even you and you're not even really into women, you can almost be christened that night to be like, are you sure? Like, there's boobs all up in your face.
Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story when I went to the strip club.
I can't wait to hear this story.
So, me, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I had a story too, but I.
Oh, you. No, I want to hear yours now. I want to hear yours now. Go on.
I've never shared this publicly.
Oh, I want to hear it.
But let me hear yours.
No, you can't. You can't say that.
You started. You gave me the liquid liver to share mine. You started. So tell me yours.
You can't say I've never shared this before.
No, but you share yours first. I promise I'll tell you.
Okay, I'll share mine. Oh my God, now it's pressure now because it's like, I don't think my story is going to be as fun as yours. But when I'm in the strip club, right? So sometimes, you know, you got to scope the room through who's there. So I'm not going to lie. When I'm in Nigeria, I avoid UK men. The boys that from London, if you speak to me and I hear
the accent,
I'm shutting down. I can't lie. I will see you in London in January. Yes. Last. But I avoid it. So I was in the club and I was with the strippers. Can I just say I love the strippers? A lot of the strippers watch my show. And there was one girl in particular and I said, listen, I'm going to pay you. Who are the ballers in this room? Mm-hmm. So
point them
out. So she was like, okay, cool. Don't worry. Because they're the ones that go into the table. So they know who's the spenders. So she came up to me and she was like, you see those boys over there? Those boys looking there, yeah, they sound like they're American. I think they're American. They're the ones that be popping bottle. I like American men. So I said, okay, cool. One of them was already looking at me. So I was like, because me, before a guy, I needed to know, when a guy's looking at me, I need to know what's good before I decide to entertain it. Let's not waste time. So anyways, one of the guys is looking at me and I said, okay, like, you know, you're handsome. And I was with my girls. So, he was like, yeah, come over to my table. I was already on the table, but I was on the table with my girlfriends. So I brought some of my girlfriends. We went to that table. And I was like, hey, you're right. He was like, yo, what are you saying? I said, yeah. Hey, that accent. I said, my God, what is that? Yo, what are you saying? What? I said, why did you? Sister girl said Yankee. You've now bought me Olu from South London.
They don't know the difference.
They don't know the difference. They don't know the difference. I said no. Honestly, that conversation lasted about 5 minutes. I bounced the out.
Well, my story wasn't. It's not. It's just like so. I'm. You know, when I go to the strip club, people probably laugh at me. I'm from the States. I'm the girl who keeps her wands for taxes the next day. So when everybody's praying, I'm like, whoa, please just give me the fried chicken because I go to the strip club for food. Like I would go to Atlanta or Magic City. I think is in my. Which one? I
had that chicken wings is so good in Magic
wings
City.
Is like, that's what I go there for. So there was one time I was doing this 70 days fast, like with church, and all my girlfriends and I went to the strip club, and they were like. And the strip club, I was literally praying in there. As I was eating the chicken, I broke my fast and I was kabashing and praying. And I was like, God, forgive me. Forgive me. As I was eating my fried chicken, and the Lord heard my prayers because
not you breaking your fast in the strip club.
Girl, you see, I told you my story was not as fascinating as yours, but I broke my fast. I remember my friends who were watching was Miami Labor Day weekend.
Oh, it was crazy.
The King of Diamonds, I think is in Miami, right? Yes, that was where we went to, and I was just like, would I stay at home while all these girls? I don't want them to tell me the story tomorrow. And I've heard about King of Diamonds so much, and I wanted to go. So I said, you know what? I'm fasting, but Lord, please forgive me. There are also your children who are there working hard for their money. Father Lord, I'm not judging them. And I got there, ate my fried chicken, and danced and had a good time. And I was just like, yeah. Every time I think about a strip club, I remember the one time I broke my fast there.
You were doing praying.
I was praying there.
Yes.
I scabashed as I was eating the chicken.
Yes, because who else is going to go and pray in the strip club? You have to pray without ceasing. You have to pray without. It's not that you get to the strip club and you cease. You must continue inside.
I said, Father Lord, forgive me, for this is where I am. But you love the children in here as well, so let's do it. And I make the best friends in the strip club because I always talk to the strippers.
No, I love the strippers.
Gisting with them.
No, I really love the strippers.
Hearing their stories and the money they make. Especially in America. Hey,
yeah, they make
babes are driving Mercedes. So they're just
Bernice Bergo, she wasn't a stripper, she was a bartender. And she said that she made 30 racks every night.
Wow.
being a bartender girl.
Can I sign up for that job? Because you have to talk on podcasts, host plenty shows, and just being a bar girl. But Bernice looks gorgeous though, so I see how.
Apparently, Drake bought her a Bentley for her birthday, and she said she only did it for 3 years. She said she was only a bartender for 3 years.
One person who I like that own her life, her past, is Cardi B. I love the fact that she talks about her time as a stripper.
Because she looked like she had a swell time.
Yeah. She even admitted that she did some shady shit. You know, like, she did. She admitted it publicly. Yeah. She used to rob niggas. And that's not something we're proud of, but you know,
she owned it.
I'm not someone.
We're not. Don't guys steal from men, no.
Yeah, I'm not someone.
We are not saying that,
because
but
people
she
get killed
owned it.
For that.
Yeah.
But you know, she's also someone who's true to where she's coming from. You know what I mean? And I like that when she came to Nigeria, she also paid them a visit there. She loved to go to the strip club to be like, this
Same
was
thing
my
with
life.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
I like her.
I love Jocelyn.
She's one not to get into trouble with though. I feel like she's the kind of friend to have when somebody's trying to try you.
Do you know what? I need that friend. I need that friend that will beat someone up for me.
Yeah, Jocelyn doesn't like to argue. She just throws fists.
Oh my God. If you watch Jocelyn's Cabaret,
I don't watch it because I don't think I can handle it. Love and hip hop was enough for me. That maid outfit, I still have it in my brain. She's
hey
maid.
And you know what?
And the way
she came in first. I think what makes it more embarrassing is that she came in first.
Yeah.
And she was looking like, hey maid.
She's crazy.
Nah, she ate her up.
I like trashy shows. I love the love and hip hops and you know.
I thought I did, but I must say, recently I just got into Baddies Midwest. I watched the auditions. What the
He's not good.
Oh my God.
Is he really trashy?
It is so fucking trashy.
The trashy had the better for me though.
No, this
really?
I don't know, maybe after the auditions, but I just got to the auditions part. It is mad. Like girls are meeting each other and just whacking each other. And you know how
I would never fight on TV though.
No.
I don't even think I can fight.
I everybody knows I can't fight.
I just have a mouth for me.
I will do my best.
No.
I will do my best.
That's why we need to befriend Jocelyn. Because imagine when someone's got to
jump in for us
when she's there, someone's got to take it for the team. I respect a friend who would ask questions later. Just by seeing someone standing up to you, they are already like
ready. Yeah, what's good? What's good? Yeah, we need to.
And then on the way home, they can be like, Joyce,
why did you do that? Yeah, facts. Facts. I do need a friend like that. Because honestly, we can't all be mouthy.
All my friends are too much of, they're too classy.
Yeah, we can't all be mouthy. Honestly, because when it hits the fan, my wig will be on the ground and I'll be crying. So where do you go from? But honestly, Baddies Midwest is so basically they have auditions for the girls to go onto the main show.
Yeah.
So they audition the girls and they're like, who is the baddest baddie in this place? And everyone is like, me. So they bring like 5 women at a time and all they're doing is going, imagine like this is the panel of audience of judges, sorry. So all they do is come into the room and they're like, yeah, mother, I'm the baddest baddie. Wow. Look at me. And then all of a sudden, they just start throwing hands at each other.
Do you know who the greatest reality TV show star, I think, is? That lady from Flavor Flav.
Tiffany Pollack. New York.
There would never be another New York.
There will never be another New York.
Remember that scene where I want my eggs cracked, my last name changed. She is crazy.
Does it look like I give a... Because I don't.
I love her.
And then she started crying.
I can watch her all day. I definitely love me some Tiffany.
No, she's a character. Yeah. When she was on Big Brother, she went on Big Brother UK.
Oh, she was here.
Yeah, and she had a beef with Gemma Collins. And she was like, I just want to say that Gemma is a fat like, she's a fat and
that level of unhinged.
Yeah.
It was that. She's unhinged.
And the thing is, is like she owns it, and I quite love. I feel like America definitely are a lot more progressive.
Yeah.
You say one thing in London, and they'll call you UK beast. You say
even in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people are not really like with the Real Housewives we have. They don't really throw hands.
Do they not?
No.
Do you know what? I think I watched the first season.
They don't throw hands. They're classy ladies. They're not going to do that.
No, but I feel like America, like Potomac and Atlanta told me that you could be classy, but you can also just throw a little drink.
I look ordering. You know what my favorite franchise of Real Housewife is? Beverly Hills. They make me feel poor.
Do you know what? I haven't jumped onto Beverly Hills. I'm Potomac and Atlanta.
Potomac and Atlanta, yeah, I can see that. It's not about the show of wealth. It's about the drama.
Yeah.
But Beverly Hills, baby.
I like the shade. I like the shade.
You feel poor watching it. You just be like, wow.
It just inspired me to grow up, to do more for myself.
They inspire my life, I swear, because I'm like,
I need some of that.
I need some of that.
No, but honestly, LA is such a God win for me. Like when I walk down Rodeo Drive, I know obviously you don't live this life, but me, when I walk down Rodeo Drive, I'm just like, I just want to shop in Rodeo Drive like I'm in Westfield.
Like Pretty Woman.
You know when you're in Westfield and you go to New Look,
yeah,
you might go to Primark, you might go to River Island, you might go to Topshop. I want to shop like that.
Yeah.
You go to what shop? Dior.
Louis
You
Vuitton,
you just carry bag,
Hermes.
You just carry bag like.
Or the
just
best
pop
part
in.
of it is to have them even just pop your boots and just have them carry out the bags for you.
See, I've not lived that life then.
Oh my God.
See, Big T is different.
Oh no, we're not gonna do
Big
that.
T,
Yeah.
the life is different. And then you now hop into the PJ, you now come back to LA. You live in LA, right?
I tried moving to LA.
Okay.
LA is a very interesting place, just as you said. I was just talking to someone about this yesterday. LA is the land of hustle. You think UK and Nigeria is. Everyone who is in LA is out there hustling. You're at dinners and you're meeting a movie director. You're at this and you're meeting. Everybody there is looking for the next opportunity. So LA is very glossy.
Yeah.
But I can definitely live there. I think for me, I mean, I had to come back to host The Voice in Nigeria. But acting school was one of the best things I decided to do out there. And I say to people, I can live in Paris, I can live in LA and Lagos, just those three places.
Paris?
I love Paris.
You do?
I actually love Paris. There's something about Paris. Every year I spend Christmas in Lagos. I try to spend New Year's in London, and I'm off to Paris on the 3rd till the 8th by myself.
Wow.
There's nothing as beautiful as reading a book, just people watching and just sitting outside in Paris.
You said this to me before.
It's so beautiful. It just aligns your thoughts for the year. And I do that solo. I don't want no friends. I just love taking walks. I love to sit in tiny little mini cafes and just people watch is like my favorite thing to do in Paris. It's so beautiful. And I can live there. But let me ask you some questions though. What are London boys like? Apart from their accents and their good looks.
Okay. This is my PR answer. Because the last time,
Forget PR answer.
Am I going to keep it a stack, guys?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it a stack.
Yeah.
For me, this is my experience. I've had a better time dating guys internationally than I have in the UK.
What
and
do you
that
think
is
the issue is?
Nigeria, that is America, that is...
American guys, I don't think they're okay.
You don't? I've had a good time with American guys.
Black Americans?
Black Americans, yeah. You don't like them?
What do they do for a living? The ones you dated? Except like hood guys.
Yeah, like I feel like
Let me tell you what happened to myself and Jackie. Jackie, I know if you watch this, shout out to you. We went to Nobu and there was this guy who came in with this really pretty girl. Pretty girl. They were on a date. So obviously Jackie's driving. So she gave the valet her whatever car to bring the car forward. So we're waiting outside. We spotted them when they walked in because the girl was really beautiful. We're waiting for the car. The guy leaves the girl inside and wants to try to get my number. Hey, mommy, what's up? I looked at Jackie. I put on the worst Nigerian accent. I said, hi. He said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Lagos. Do you know where that is? West Africa. Can I get your number? I said, please, that sister that walked in with you, who is she? Please. Oh, no. Jackie probably is laughing if she watches this because it was so funny. Then, of course, she drives a G-Wagon. So they pull up a car. The guy first sees the ride and he looks at both of us and he knows that, this one is out of my league.
Out of your league.
I said, just go inside and enjoy with your little girlfriend that you brought.
I swear.
Can I have a number? I said, no, thank you. I'm from Nigeria. You have to come and find me in Lagos. He goes, I'm going to find you. I said, good luck to that. And we sped off.
Not
American
him,
guys.
You know that is so audacious.
He left the babe. What if the girl even thought, let me just come outside briefly, because the girl must have noticed. We were walking out when they walked in, right?
So he's like,
She's
hold on, 1 minute, 1 minute.
I don't know what he did to her, but I just know that as we were waiting to get the car, this brother, and of course we spotted him, right? Because the girl even made us spot him. Beautiful girl, right? So I was just like, nice girl, nice this. This guy came. Jackie almost fell on the floor. I was just like, what did you do with that sister that came inside here with you?
You just dumped her.
Hello, please. And I will follow you. That's why I don't like American men.
You know, that is the most shameless I've heard all day.
He did that. Yeah.
It's like, that's a man
And
that doesn't have self-control.
That girl will probably be looking at us and thinking, I walked in here with a man, you baddest single girls. My sister, your guy was outside begging for my phone
Running.
number. I just decided to be kind to you by not giving it
Running.
to you. You look like a hood nigga, someone that had some racks, but I just wasn't interested. I was just like, if you can do that to some girl that you walked into this place with, what are you going to do with me?
No, that's honestly, for real, that's a man with zero self-control. That is a man with no self-control.
Niggas are crazy.
You saw a woman and you're with
That's good. I've been on, so a friend invited me out, right? It's like, she's going out with her man's booking a table, blah, 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 blah. All of us come, I don't know if
Speak your spoke and your spark.
We went to this table and the guy that is supposed to be the guy has been somebody that has tried to get with me in the past. I didn't even recognize him. You shall leave it that I did not recognize you. Please tell me why you're Snapchatting me on the same table with your girl. When I tell you that it's not about celebrity, men, tell me why I'm getting high and he's trying to introduce himself. I forgot you, be lucky. Why are you trying to tell me, do you remember me? You look cute tonight.
In front of the girl. Shut up. In front of the girl that he was with. And what did the girl do?
She didn't know. How is she supposed to know?
Oh, so she just thought he was just showing you love.
No, she did not know. I'm just telling you that.
He messaged.
He messaged me. So I'd met him like 3-4 months prior through somebody else. So we met each other and he used to like chat me up.
Yeah.
So we used to talk, but I get bored very easily. Like if it's not going anywhere, one day I wake up, something in my brain just touches. I think I need to pray about it. I just move on.
Yeah, same.
My move on game is so crazy. I was dating a guy who we stopped talking and he asked me, he says, you just moved on. How long did it take you to get over me? I told him 2 days. He could not believe it. By the second day, I cried in bed till 4 o'clock. By the second day, I wore makeup, wore sunglasses. I was out there
outside.
And I moved on. So when I get bored, I'm just like, this is not going anywhere.
Over
and I moved on. So like 4 months after, I get invited out, and then he's there with this lady friend, and she's like, that's my man. Thank you for my man, my man. I didn't recognize him. You should have just left it like that.
Yeah,
because I didn't remember you. Right? And then tell me why I'm sat at the table and my Snapchat is going up and I'm like, this guy that I stopped talking to. And I open it and it's like, you look kind of cute tonight. Do you remember me?
So he's texting you. You're still there.
I'm still there in front of his woman. And he's texting me.
Huh?
I didn't respond. Of course, I just thought, and that was when he got blocked. I just blocked
You know,
him.
that is so audacious.
I think a lot of females need to thank me.
Because if Toke wanted to steal your man, she would have.
And I don't know why they're always hating, because I'm like, girl, if I wanted that stuff.
I did you a favor.
The worst thing you can say about me is that I took your man. Girl, bye. Do you want to know how many they're trying to get with me? Like, I'm not even interested. And for me, I like to preach, because we women, sometimes we have some sort of amnesia. And I say this even to girls that I talk to and mentor. Your vagina is not made of gold, honey. What he did to her, he will do _2 to you. And it's very easy for us to get caught up when we're with them. Because niggas can lie for shit. 3 things I do, I'm going to share on this podcast. If I meet a guy who runs his ex down, he's never going to hear from me. If I meet a guy who talks about his ex constantly, he's not over her, he's not going to hear from me. If I meet a guy who is constantly trying to make comparisons to where he's coming from, he's not going to hear from me. So I tell people, while you're with him, it's easy for a guy to paint a picture of she was crazy. Every girl is crazy in every guy's book. If my exes will talk about me today, you think I'm the mad one. Experience him. Then let me see you in 4 months. You be like, high five. I'll be like, how far?
You try.
You found out that it's crazy. Because everybody will tell a story. So I tell females, don't listen. That going about how crazy she is. He's the one that made her crazy.
Yeah. You know what it is as well, yeah? I feel like we have this thing as women, it can never be me syndrome.
Baby,
It can never be
let
me
me fold this
syndrome.
mic. You know, I don't say it can never be me. You know why? 6 p.m. that night, life is waiting to test you.
Yeah.
I don't say those words. Even when, if I don't judge people, if I don't understand your journey, I hear and I say, may God give us mercy.
Yeah.
Because I've seen how we've said, it can never be me. That can never be me. I can never do that. 6 p.m. Life doesn't even wait for 3 months. 6 p.m. that night.
It will catch you there. It cuts you.
And you know what I realized? We're like the greatest judges when it's other people. But the greatest, like, what's that word in the legal term? We make a case for ourselves. Is it alibi? Yes, now. When it's your own, you make a case. It's because when it's somebody else's
Justification.
own, when it's somebody else's, you judge. But when it's your own,
You justify.
I've had friends that say they will never date married men. And I would just be like, don't say girls that are dating them. Maybe it's life. I had this fight with that. It's bad morals. Your moral compass must be wrong. I kept quiet. Many years down the line, I'm like.
And on top of dating the married man, you are now in love with him.
And I say, at least that girl, she was working hard for the money. She's different from you. She's not in love. Do you understand? She's calculating. That's the oldest rule in the book. I was watching Waiting to Excel yesterday. It's a good man, Savannah. Remember that part where, did you watch Waiting to Excel?
No.
Girl, it's like 25 years. And you know what's so tricky about Waiting to Excel? What happened then is still happening now. There's
What
a part
happened at
where
Waiting to Excel?
Whitney there was this married guy who would call Whitney's mom and tell her mom he's leaving his wife for Whitney. And she was in love with him, you know, but she always used to believe the lies of, oh, I'm not happy in my marriage. They all have this lies. See, married men, their lies cannot pass 5. I wish I met you before her. I'm not happy in my marriage. The child is what is making me stay there. Oh, just give me time. I'm going to leave her.
Just stop this. I'm only there. You see that one? If I can categorize everything you said, I'm only there for the child. Is the first. That's number 1 lie.
And the most painful part is the married man telling a girl, you're the most important thing to me. I'm like, your child, your wife. Like, baby, you don't need to say that. Just tell her that I like you. I just want to knock. I love my wife.
And you'll be there 3 years, 4 years, 5 years,
and those
6
years,
years.
they creep up, you know.
They creep
I don't think anybody plans to stay there for 6 years, but they don't know how it happens. Because these guys treat you the best.
Not gonna lie, they really do.
Because the single guys...
Just let's not. The single guys,
they're spoiled for choice.
Yeah.
And they feel like they're blessings to every single woman. So when you meet that married man, because he knows of his condition, he has a condition. He has a way to make you feel comfortable.
For a
with his
married man, the
condition.
pool is reduced because it's like you got all these beautiful women, you got beautiful women, but then it now splits. Morale, no morale. You know, the pool is
Do you
smaller.
think all men cheat?
Oh God, I believe I don't feel like all men do all. I don't mean all people do everything, but I feel like most men cheat.
I feel like everybody can cheat. So
yeah.
remember I shared this with you when I was younger, again in my 20s, which were the dumbest eras. I used to be the first to be like, men cheat, all men cheat, men are bastards. Until I realized that everybody's capable of cheating.
I agree.
And I started to show some grace because it's even easier for us women. I promise you, it's much easier. A man, you have to spend money, spend time, be dedicated to find a babe. A woman, she's enjoying the perks. A woman does not need to look. It's coming to her, either in a work romance, the gym body, a church sitting down, church a program. It's always, because we're women, right? So there's always going to be somebody who, when you get close to, they fall in love with you. It happens. Do you know what I mean? And I think the reason why people would say all men cheat is because men are sloppy and they get caught
I think
easily.
it's the sloppiness.
When women cheat, a woman can cheat on you for 10 years, my guy.
And you won't know.
And you'll be the last to know.
You'll
and
be
it
the
could be
last
with
to
your
know.
best friend or your brother or your father, and you're not going to know. She can only let you know when she's done. When a woman is fed up, she can be like, I beg you, even if you know, what are you going to do? Okay, I'm cheating.
Do you know the wickedness of shagging someone's dad, shagging your husband's dad? Nah,
that's terrible. And I also say this, like even though I'm a female, I also say this about our gender. Carrying another man's child to another man to raise, I think is so unforgivable. I think it's really bad. I honestly feel like I'm not judging anybody because, of course, they'll say we're making the case because we're women and we'll always defend ourselves. I feel like if you must cheat, just divorce the guy. It's way easier. Like, life is less stress than for you to complicate the life of that child and for the man as well.
Yeah.
So many of them will say they did not know. So if you're going to be having sex with another person outside of your husband, wear a condom.
Yeah.
At least know your calendar, know your dates.
Yeah.
Sisters, I didn't go to see Madam Joyce and Toke and now teaching them how to cheat better.
Okay, guys, this lesson is how to be a good cheat with me. We're not saying it,
because I'm not one, like we said, until life humbles you, you can be here and be pointing fingers at somebody.
You can be pointing.
I'm not out here telling you, I'm not your moral sister, I'm not your godmother. I'm just saying to you,
this is the facts of the matter.
If you're going to have an affair, at least make sure that you give 2 weeks gap before you sleep with your man. I beg, because it's so shameful when you hear, DNA test was conducted and the man finds out that 2 children out of 3 are not his, and it's so painful.
Yeah, it is painful. It's the painful situation for you and for the children as well.
I feel like you changed fundamentally the life of that child, especially if, the man she's known as daddy. How do you explain to her? It takes a strong man that would know and still stay with you.
It's true, it's true.
Some men will stay because they've come to love that child as their own.
But a lot of men wouldn't.
I think most men will stay if they're cheated on. If it's not public, they will stay.
Do you think so?
I think so. I think that the thing with men is their ego. I think most men, if a man catches you cheating and it's not public and his friends don't know and his family don't know, he will stay. Let me tell you what, men are quick to say there are no women out there, women are they're quick to tell women there are no men out there, settle, there's no husband, there's no wife out there too. Everybody's in for a good time. This generation is full of hookup. Everybody just wants to hook up. Let's be real. It's hard to find genuine connection anywhere.
I agree.
So if you find somebody and it's just a little cheating she gave you, my brother, humble yourself.
Just a cheeky cheating.
Just a little.
Just a slight
pray
cheating.
For her too now. Enter the war room and pray.
Yes.
She will change.
Even in the strip club, pray for her.
Go to counseling, she will change. Why must it be women that must always pray for men? You to pray for her now.
No, I swear. I swear.
Just go to counseling, therapy, she will change.
All this, I'm looking for a good one. Did you pray? Did you pray?
Exactly.
Are you waiting for them to pray to find you?
And I think it's because of how we grew up. We're conditioned to believe that men are the prize. You don't understand how difficult it is to find a good woman until you meet a man who is successful and is being around the block and has seen all shades of women and is tired.
Yeah.
Sit with those kind of guys, then they will tell you, it's tough.
It's tough.
Because every time you think she's the one, she'll do one thing that'll make you say, it's not. This generation is full of hookup. Nobody wants to. We came from a generation where we used to value people and use things. That's not happening anymore. We now use people and value things. We all grew up where a community raised a child. Even as you grew up in London, the neighbors would raise you. You would go home together from school. Everybody had their walls down. But now, is it in St. Saviour's where is your G-Wagon that is dropping your child? Other kids can't even enter because, do you know what I mean? So we're not looking out for, the community is not raising children anymore.
Yeah.
We've left it to be every man for himself.
Individual thing.
People get
definitely.
into relationships thinking about what they will get. And this is not just women. Men too.
Yeah.
Men mentally already look at it as, is she a good wife material? What do they call a good wife material? If my friends see me with her, is she going to embarrass me? Being with a woman like this just fits their aesthetic. I hear men talk about like that. They do. Men have greater retirement plans. They look for girls that come from wealthy homes because they do.
Facts.
They do.
They do.
It's easier to marry a girl whose father is Warren Buffett because that way, guess what? The money is
the
there.
The
circle, the promotion, the connection. And I'm not hating on them. If my brother came home with 2 different women and one was from and the other one was Warren Buffett's, no matter how I want to say I like the other
one. Sorry, Warren Buffett daughter.
Bros.
Someone has to save this family, Joe.
Somebody has
Please.
to get us. You know what I mean? So we're just a warped generation that use people and value things. People value their shoes, their cars, their luxury items. We post that on Snapchat. We don't really care. Everybody's acting like everybody's indisposable. If I'm tired,
It's
I
true.
block you. I move on. I do this, I do that. And that's why we're where we are.
What does that mean for the lovers? What does that mean for people who are still hoping? Because I really do feel like one day I would love to sit down. I would love to find somebody. I'm still hopeful.
I think we don't have honest conversations enough.
Okay.
It is very possible to find someone, but everybody needs to know the purpose. There's a popular saying that says, where the purpose of a thing is unknown, abuse is inevitable. So people get together without finding out the purpose of them getting together.
Yeah.
You're getting with that girl because she has a nice body. She sounds nice. She's from a wealthy home. It's just nice to be around her. You're getting with that guy because he's a baller. He's, six pack, everything together. You're not looking at where you are right now, what you need. Until you can conquer your flesh and totally understand what you need. Not what you want. Be honest with yourself. If you can be with somebody who cheats, look for somebody who you know that cheats and end up with that person. And stop wasting. No, let's be real. There are people that will tell you that cheating is not a deal breaker for them as long as the guy has money.
Yeah.
People have different wants or different needs. I don't want to use the word want. Needs. You need security. And that security comes at what expense? I am where I am right now. I'm making this amount of money. This is the kind of life that I envision myself living. This is the kind of guy that I think if I get with, I can be closer to my dream.
Yeah. Once
you know purpose is what both of you together, you have, this is my purpose for you in my life. This is my purpose for you in my life. We do that with our friends. We talked about compartmentalizing. We talked about having friends for different reasons, but we're not honest enough when we go into relationships.
Yeah.
So you're sitting here telling me you have friends who, if you want to turn up, you know who to call. You want a prayer warrior, you know who to call. You want a confidant, you know who to call. Why don't we access our relationships that way?
Yeah.
To know, you know what, this guy is great only for a good time.
Yes.
Let me not mix issues.
Yes. Let me not make a good time and try and make him into a husband.
You can't make a good time into a husband.
Oof.
The fabric is not going to fit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oof.
If you meet the husband...
you're preaching.
But I'm still single. So slow down on that preaching. Okay, because I'm also learning these things as I go. You know what I mean? I'm also learning that a guy might be great to look at, amazing to hang around. He's not here for the long run. He's here for a good time. Can you accommodate a good time? Go with it. When the good time is over, stop crying.
Don't cry.
You
know what? I feel like I've been in that situation before where I know in my heart this guy's a good time, but I've fallen for the good time, hoping that he will convert.
So when you know the purpose of a thing, abuse is inevitable. Like you can't get abused emotionally because you know that this one I'm hanging out with, I'm just hanging out with you from here to the next stop. When the next stop comes, that's how you can say I'm dating you, but if I meet my husband, I will move on. No?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm not about to lie to you.
I'm the type, I fucked it. Because I knew in my heart that there was a guy that I was dating, cheers to friendship. I call him cheers to friendship. I knew he was a good time, guys. I've spoken about cheers. Have I spoken about cheers to friendship on the show?
No, she spoke about once.
So you fell in love with him?
Limited what you said.
Okay. I'm ready to tell the story, guys.
So you fell in love with him?
I'm someone that falls in love every other month. So I don't know if I fell in love with him, but I fell for him deeply.
How long did it take you to get over that?
To be honest, I'm quicker now. It could take me like 2 to 3 weeks. I'll get over it 2 to 3 weeks. Like, it will hurt me deep, but 2 to 3 weeks, it'll just be like a faint memory. And cheers to friendship from the beginning told me, yo, I'm going to be honest. This is, I'm not looking, I'm not ready. Sometimes they don't say it, but they don't say, listen, I'm not categorically, but they will say maybe, now's not the right time. I'll just get a relationship.
That's what frustrates me with men. And I understand it because I feel like some of them, when they meet women like us, it's hard for you to look at me and tell me you're just looking for a good time. It's hard. My life is like, there's no part of my life that is screaming, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you as a man to look me in the face and just say, hey, I just want to bang though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel like if they were more honest, if I'm in the mood, I can tell you that, oh boy, there's an itch. Okay, let's
get jiggy.
The problem is that they're saying, I'm not here for a good time, but they're now doing boyfriend duties.
Just don't.
They wake up in the morning, hey, princess. Before you know what's going on, you start to think, I've not heard from this guy today. What's going on?
You see, those are the scariest group of men to ever walk the planet. Because how dare you? You told me, and this is what I was saying, You told me that you didn't want anything, or you would know, or you just go have a relationship. So I'm just seeing where it goes. To me, to be honest, guys, can we just say, seeing where it goes, he doesn't want to be with you. That's standard. That's period. Forget about that one.
I haven't heard that in a while.
I'll just see where it goes. See, you know, we're just checking each other's vibe. He doesn't want you.
I agree.
That in itself, he
Joyce
just
is
doesn't want
preaching.
you.
She's preaching.
And I took that and I said, okay, cool. You know, I'm single, having a good time. Good morning, princess. Good morning, baby
Have
girl.
you eaten today?
Have you eaten? Oh, you have
How's your
eaten.
day?
Let me send you Uber
Hey,
Eats.
sunshine.
What do you want? Send roses to my house. You now
nigga.
start spending Valentine.
It's like they do it on purpose.
you now start spending your birthday. You now start doing all of this.
Then
things.
when you now say, so what are we? They quick to tell you that, no, but I told you. Let me tell you what I think guys do these days. I might be wrong. And there are guys in this room, tell me. I feel like they do that to protect themselves. I feel like a guy will tell you that, right? So that, excuse me. A guy will tell you that so that at the end of the day, you can't say, you lied to me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they do. So that you can't come out and sit with your friends and say, oh my God, he deceived me. They'll be like, where? I told you from the beginning. You told me from the beginning, but guess what your actions have been since we met? You've been acting like my man. You get jealous
Now
when
you
I
get
don't
jealous.
respond to you on time. You get jealous when I disappear. You're like, where have you been? Oh, you didn't call me yesterday. And then when I'm not like, oh, okay, so what are we? Like, this has been happening for a while. And clearly I'm the only one you're seeing, right? They're like, yeah, you know, my situation hasn't changed.
But I told you.
A guy gave me a classic Whitney Houston line.
What did he say? Don't tell me he said it's not right, but it's okay.
No,
What did he say?
I love you, but my situation. This guy used to tell me I love you. Like any small thing, I love you, I love you. And then I remember I just got off the bed and I was going for a meeting. So I was getting my head on in the mirror and he just looks at me and he goes, I'm in love with you. And I looked at him and I was
In
like,
love!
wait, baby.
In love!
Baby. And I'm like, okay. Ryan is like, you know, I just hate my situation. Hey!
You know I can't throw my iPad.
Jehovah.
Which situation?
How, you know, he's just very complicated. He's going through a divorce. And, you know, the divorce guys, they are the worst kind of breeds too. The ones going through a divorce, stay away from them till they are completely over that divorce. Because you just might be... I don't know why your cocktail guy is laughing, because it feels like I'm revealing all you people's secrets, Abby. He's laughing. I can see him. Those ones going through a divorce will run for your dear life. Run. Because
I'm
you'll be
separated
emotional.
men.
You'll be emotional...
Carrier bag.
You're there when he needs to talk about a situation. You're there when he's feeling bad. You're there when he's not okay. And eventually he'll not tell you, oh, no. I just left a situation. I'm not about to get into another one.
After using you as emotional.
After you've been there for
crunch.
6 months of helping him
get through his divorce.
And I don't blame them, because after I went through a divorce, anybody else who came through in that period of time, I wasted their time too. So I'm quick to notice when a guy tells me, I'm separated, I'm divorced. I'm like, how long? If I hear 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, I'm not interested. People like, no, chill. They don't, hey, it's a lie. That was me. 2 years after my divorce, anybody came to tell me I was not interested in marrying you. I'm like, hey? After I just left one prison, you want me to enter another one? I beg. I'm here for a good time. And everybody needs to go through that. When you go through a divorce, you need to get it out of your system. So you'll be foolish enough to listen to a guy who is telling you he just divorced his wife 8 months. The ink is not dry yet. The ink is not dry. The wife has probably not even moved on. They still have to talk about their children. They still need to...
And he's still heartbroken.
And one day, he can be okay. And one day, the thing will just hit him. He's just like, I can't believe... Girl, I've spilled so much on this show. Girl,
no, you're giving us the tea.
All the guys that have done that. Like, I remember one particular guy. Oh, my God. The day he was going to collect his court nisi, that's what they call it, like the divorce papers, we were great. Everything was fantastic. He gets up that morning. I think we've had breakfast together. He's going to collect the court document that says his marriage is over, right? Because the marriage had been over, but it takes a while for that document to be ready.
Yeah, the physical document.
Yes. After I got the document, the name was changed. What was going on? I don't understand. Why you...
Change
is everything okay? He just changed. He just went into this I won't call it depression, but just went into where he wasn't calling as much. He'll call once a day. So eventually I'm like, I'm too grown for games. Like, what is going on? And it's like, honestly, I gave my all in my marriage and I could not believe that it ended in divorce. You guys have been separated for like 3 years. The divorce in Nigeria takes a while. Divorce takes like 2 years first for you to divorce. The court will try and make sure you guys stay together. They're not quick on divorce in Lagos. They will find a reason to make you guys stay together. So this is like a 3-year process. And I met him on like the 3rd year. Like the year I met this guy, he's been divorced for like 3 years. So when he's talking to me about, don't you want to get married? This is the guy that we're on the phone together. And he's like, oh, your mother-in-law is calling, and he patches his mom into the call. That's how I met his mom, by the way. I'm like, dude, like, how are you going to just add your mom to a 3-way call? And he's like, mommy, talk to your daughter-in-law. I'm going to work, guys. Bye. He drops the phone. I thought that, of course, do you understand? Of course, I'd met my husband. Are you joking? My mother-in-law and I would talk. We talk to each other. She'll call me, he's been through a lot. If he's offends you, let me know. That I just love you guys together. I watch your shows. I'm so proud of you. She'll watch my movies. She'll text all her friends. Oh my God. Baby, he collected his court Nisi and it was ghosts. And I'm like, what's going on? Because, babe, you just got to understand. I can't believe that with all the efforts I put into that marriage, this is where it ends. So I need time. I don't need anything serious.
Gotta fix my answering machine.
Baby. And me, I don't know how to struggle. Once a man tells me that, girl, I just take 10 steps back where I'm like, okay, cool, that's all you need.
Is he mad?
Tell me why at Christmas my phone is ringing and it's this guy. I had a change of heart. Yeah. He's
very mad.
You are very stupid. You are very, very, very stupid. Till today, if he watches this, he knows this. Till today, so
you are very stupid idiot.
Very stupid idiot.
You're very wasteful. You are very wasteful man. I've never called anyone a wasteful man, but you are very wasteful. You are very wasteful.
We go through, girl.
I didn't finish my story.
No, tell me, baby, because
So, Mr. Man, in love with him, taking me out, spoiling me, treating me right. We go out for lunch one day, and I'm like, guys, I'm calling all my friends. He's been here to this studio actually.
Was your guest?
No, he wasn't a guest. He
followed you to work.
No, when I first opened my studio, and I was looking for a mixologist, he came here to have a little mixology date with Latif. So Latif has met him. And Latif was like, yeah, he's the one. But we're like, yeah. Everybody was like, yes, Joyce, yes.
Latif, stick to mixing drinks.
No, this is Samuel. Latif is off duty today.
Okay.
But I was like, yes, off duty. I said off duty. I said, yes, I found the one. Guys, I spent my birthday with him. I said, guys, I'm out. I found him, my husband. So I remember sitting down for brunch. We've now moved from, I don't want anything too serious. He's now doing all these things. And I'm thinking, God, nah, like the energy he's showing me, like this guy's my king. This is my boyfriend. Like spent his birthday, everything, cool. We're sitting at the dinner table. We're sitting at the lunch table. And I have a champagne. We are now doing champagne, sipping champagne. We are now in Ivy. And I'm like, oh, baby, because that's why I called him. I'm like, oh, baby, what are we cheersing to? He said, we are cheersing to friendship.
I'm going. No, I'm going. I'm actually going. Thank you for having me.
He said, cheers to friendship.
Hey, jeez. Please, how did you drink the drink after? How did you drink it? No, I need to know. How did you drink it? I need to know. Like when the glass, did you take it to your mouth? What did you do? No, just answer me. Just answer me straight, please. What did you do? Did you drop the glass or did you say, I need to take off these glasses to see your face. What did you do? Cheers to friendship. What did you... Just show us. So, we're cheersing to friendship. So what did you do? Don't tell me. Did you put that in your mouth? You drank the drink.
I drank the drink.
You have mind. I swear, I've been like...
I chased and drank the drink.
You chested that man.
I went like, I chased and I said,
yeah,
I just
friendship.
Froze. It's like, as I was drinking, I was thinking.
Hey.
As I was drinking, I was thinking, Did he just say what I couldn't? It's like, you know, when your bubble has bursted. My bubble bursted. I was like,
do friends have sex with each other? That's what you should have asked him. Friendship. Do friends have sex with each other?
I was so spun.
Yeah.
I was so. That's why we call him Cheers to Friendship. That's his nickname.
Wow. Cheers. I get it
We
now.
call him Cheers to Friendship because that's what he looked me dead in my eye.
Wow.
And told me over Prosecco.
A whole you, baby. No.
It was actually, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. You know, this is the first time, this happened months ago, and this is the first time I'm saying this story.
Oh, at least I brought it out of you.
Because I've actually got over it now, but it was one of the most shambolic situations I've been in a while.
She said shambolic.
This was like last year. Absolutely shambolic.
No, girl. Yeah.
After everything said and done.
The dating scene is ghetto. Honestly, and nobody's left spared. Like it's like it's a rampage. You find the most beautiful women and you think, oh, she's not probably gonna have any issues dating, or guys like, girl, it's a lie. Once we sit on a table with drinks and they tell you the things that they have been through,
yeah,
the successful women, and you know, they tell you how people have tried to break their self-esteem.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
It's not.
So if you want to go on this celibate journey, cheers to you. Do it for you, not because of any man, you know, just because that's what you think you should
Yourself,
be doing.
yeah.
Because if it's something you're doing in the hope that the next man, if I don't sleep with him, he'll give me a ring, baby, nah,
You'll be shocked.
You'll be shocked. You know, I feel like if we have honest conversations with ourselves in terms of you want to come into my life, nothing is off the table. Finances, beliefs, child, like until you guys can be naked with yourselves and have those honest conversations. Like in my family, we go on 3 holidays a year. I think 4 holidays is excessive. Have those conversations now before you end up together and you're used to picking up your bag and leaving just to chill. And the guy is saying, I don't understand, you know? I know, but it's true.
It's
you guys
true.
need to be on the same page, yeah? You can't just expect or imagine. I am now the axer of questions. I ask everything.
Mm-hmm.
If it makes you uncomfortable, then don't talk to me.
Period.
I will ask you, what's your relationship like with your daughter, with your child, if you have kids? If you're the kind of person that will tell me, a guy told me once that, yeah, they're my life, yeah. I said, what school do they go? He did not know. I'm quick to leave niggas on red. You don't know the school your children go to. So if I have a child for you, you think the women are different from me because it's me you're trying to get with now. If I have a child for you tomorrow, you do the same thing. And then you now make me one of the baby moms.
That's
who is just
deep.
taking, nah. It's crazy.
So would you say you're someone who's pro, like, if a woman is looking for something serious, she should just say it off the bat?
I think so. I tell people, there's no shame in your game. Why are you shy? Like, what's the point? Like, listen, baby, the earlier you do that, 2 things can either happen. If it's not meant to be, it saves you time. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The guy knows I'm not dating for dating's sake. I'm dating because I'm hoping that this would lead to something serious.
Yeah.
And if you are not in that bracket, just say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I still want to fuck with you, I would say, okay, at least I know, as we said, that this is just for a good time, not a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, I'm not the one that'll be calling you baby. I will treat you like a friend so that you know that we're just friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But the difference is you can't keep calling me or getting mad if I disappear or wanting to know who I'm hanging out with or being mad if I'm seeing other guys. If I'm going on a date, I'll tell you. I'm going on a date because you don't want anything serious, right? We're just friends or we're just knocking boots. So hello, I'm going on a date and it might be potential. Don't call me. I'm not available this weekend.
Yes.
It might be cold, but hello, men do it to us all the time.
Yeah.
It's easier for you to state your cards on the table. We're too grown to be doing let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes, as you said, is also an answer.
Yeah, agreed. That is
I don't need you to see where it goes before you decide if I'm the one.
Exactly.
That's you telling me you're not sure. And if you're not sure of me, why do I want to entertain you?
Period.
There's no need.
Huh? See, the iPad has fallen.
It has fallen.
The iPad has fallen. Are you smart? Right, guys, we are back. And of course, it's only right that we have Lady TM play our very special
I'm so nervous.
game. Guys, this is the culture questionnaire.
Oh my God.
Toke Makinwa. Are you smart?
Let's try. And you know what is so funny? She made sure I had 2 glasses of cocktails before she wanted to play this. How is that fair?
Listen, the cocktails are optional. Nobody forces you to
you
drink
never
them.
told me this was coming up though.
But I feel like the cocktails were optional. This is part of the show.
Yeah. But I'm saying that now that I'm liquored up, I don't know how smart I will be, but let's try.
You know what? I have high hopes for you. And to be honest, off camera,
God.
Toke was saying how she was going to win all of it and I was going to drink all of them by myself.
I do hope you get to drink all of it yourself because I don't like shots.
And these are shots that could be naughty or nice. Let me just explain the game to you. So we've got 6 questions.
Hey.
You can only give me 1 answer per question. You can't tell me Bobby, Susie, Adam, Becky, Joseph. You got to lock in 1 answer. Now, whichever shot...
Do we have like baby, like A, B, C? Would you give me like...
I can't tell you until I say it.
Yeah.
So, each question lands on a specific shot.
Okay.
If you get the question right, I have to take the shot, which could be a nice or naughty shot.
Okay.
But if you get the question wrong, you have to take the shot.
Hey.
Could be nice, could be naughty, depends on where the question
Oh my
lands.
God.
Are you ready?
I don't think I'm ready, but let's go.
We ain't got a choice.
We ain't got a choice.
Let's go. Question number 1. I am brown and green on top. I feed with sun and rain and give a home to birds and insects. What am I?
Brown, green on top. Do I not get options? As to A could be this, B could be that, and then C, and then I guess.
Not on this question.
Off. I'm brown and green on the outside.
I'm brown and green on top.
On top.
I feed with sun and rain and give a home to birds
Plants.
and insects. What am I?
Are you a plant? A tree?
What are you locking in?
A tree?
We are locking in a tree.
Yeah.
That is the right answer. I'm sorry, Tia. That was so easy.
No, it's not.
Bro.
No,
come
it's
on.
not.
Emmanuel.
All right. So yes, that is easy. But there is a hard one to go with. Yeah. So
God, why don't I take the next question? Why don't she take everything?
Oh my God. No.
Oh, 'cause you
as
have
I
to
was
drink.
reading it, I was like, be for real.
Girl, drink. Ha. No, you guys, I can't play this. I told you guys I'm allergic to
what?
I don't know, these drinks. I'm allergic to these drinks. Imagine if it looks like piss.
This smells like cinnamon. Oh, this is cinnamon, isn't it?
Just drink
I
it.
feel like I need to.
So do I ask this next question? Should I ask the next question and if she doesn't get
she
it?
answers all of them.
Thank you, Jesus,
That's
for
your
saving your
fave.
daughter.
That's cinnamon
Thank you,
and lemon.
Lord. I've got 5 more to go. Save
Cinnamon
me,
and
Jesus.
lemon. Oh my God, I'm gonna poo.
You guys, don't do
I've
this.
got dinner, guys. Right.
Uh-huh.
You won the battle, not the war. Question number 2.
Eesh.
Who is the most streamed Nigerian artist of all time, according to Apple Music?
Most streamed Nigerian artist of all time, according to Apple Music. I want to say that guy called, most streamed. Is it Burna Boy?
What are you locking
Can
in?
you give me options? I feel like I've seen this most streamed Nigerian artist thing and it wasn't one of the big 3s. It was probably, is it that CK guy? I hate that you're looking at me this way. Oh my God! Oh my God! Somebody help me. Most streamed Nigerian artist according to Apple. CK? No, it's not CK. Sorry, don't say CK.
Final
Rema.
answer. We are locking in.
No, wait, give me.
Rema.
No, we're not locking in Rema. Of course, it's not Rema.
You're doing Bobby,
It's not
Susie,
Rema.
Adam, Becky.
Is it Burna Boy?
You're doing Bobby, Susie,
It has to be
Adam,
Burna
Becky.
Boy.
You're
It has to be
doing
Burna
Bobby,
Boy.
I'm
I'm sticking with Burna Boy because I thought it was Spotify first.
Tia,
Apple.
what answer are we
I
accepting?
would say Burna Boy. Burna Boy.
We can land on her last.
Burna Boy.
We are locking in Burna Boy.
I know Spotify is, but I'm not Apple. Jesus. Am I correct? Is it Burner Boy? I hate when your face is like that. Just give me the drink already.
That is correct. Well done.
Jesus!
Oh, this is not fair. Why did you not say Rema?
You know, I saw Spotify. I was so sure Spotify was Burner. I don't know Apple Music. Girl, Jesus. Can we stop after the third one? Because you can clearly see that I'm smart. And let's not do it all the way. Let's not do this. Just stop.
Oh, God.
Let's stop after the third one.
Cheers. No,
Cheers,
because
my love.
I'm a trooper.
No, let's stop after the third one because you're going to host the brand thing. I don't want you to get that drunk. And I promise
I'm definitely not get drunk. I'll probably poop before I go.
Guys, I don't need to poop on my way. I'm going far. So let's just stop. It's okay.
We'll go all the way.
Oh,
We've started.
I said I don't want to go all the way.
I gave you the option. I said, you see, but we play the game or we don't play the game. So we've got to play the game.
But guess what? The two you've given to me right now, I've shown you that I'm clearly smart. There's no need for us to try. Let's go.
No, because
I'm afraid of these shots. They are so scary.
Nah, guys.
The color. Let them see the color. What is this,
I
guys?
think it smells like chocolate. I need to poo so bad. This is gonna make me poo.
No. I can't go to the bathroom.
This isn't the shots that make her want to poo. She just wants to poo.
And it's pushing, you know, all the flavors is pushing the poo down by larger testers.
That was hot chocolate.
Let's not do one more. I'm not doing one more. I'm literally not going to answer you. I've told you.
We got to play the game.
No, we cannot got to play it. No, baby.
You know what? Yeah,
baby.
No one.
Baby, we're done.
Nobody.
Baby, we're good. Baby, we are good. I've shown you I'm smart. We've done two. Baby, one more and that's it. If I take one shot, it's not bad. Just one more. Baby, please.
I want to respect you as my big sister.
Not the big sis.
I want to respect you as my big sister.
Not the big sis. Okay, let's do it. If you want,
but we've got to play. We've got to play the game.
Okay, no problem. Ah, Lord.
Is the fact I've taken 2 shots? Why are you begging
I'm
for
scared
me?
of the shots. I don't like what they look like.
Then make sure you get it right.
I'm trying.
No, you are. You've got 2. You've got 2 right
Did you know
so
how
far.
hard that was?
You got it.
I thought Spotify. I was like, I used to see a billboard of him driving home. Spotify, big streams, Burner Boy. I said, but Spotify and Apple are not the same. So how do I go about this?
Huh? Question number 3.
Oh my God, she's not listening, guys. Okay.
Because I'm scared for myself. You're talking about yourself. Yeah, I'm thinking about myself.
Please help me, please.
How good are you at science?
Really bad. Don't ask me a science question because I'm really bad.
What is the softest mineral found on Earth?
Softest mineral? H2O? Softest mineral found on You are laughing. What's the softest mineral? Soil?
Sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Softest mineral found on Earth.
What are you locking in?
Wait, can you read that question again? What is the softest mineral?
What is the softest mineral
that is
found on Earth?
It can't be air because air is clearly not found on Earth. It can't be water. Would I say water? Girl, I know I'm going to have a shot because I hate science questions. So tell me what's the answer.
What are you locking in?
I just said water. It's crazy.
We are locking in water.
Water is not. H2O is not, but it's okay. I'll drink it.
That is incorrect. The answer is talc.
I was never going to get that. Hey, God. How are you guys going to give me something that is dark and warm?
Oh, no. Guys, y'all already know what it is when it means something is warm. Actually, no, to be honest, the hot chocolate is nice though, but usually warm means not giving. What have we got in the mix here?
That is just coffee with some chili in it.
Oh, come on.
It's light work.
No,
It's light.
no, you have to.
I don't even drink coffee.
Yeah, girl, you gotta stay up all night there, girl. You gotta be.
This
You
is
got.
bad.
You gotta be your house like
I'm
this.
not playing this game again. I'm not playing it
You're
again.
gonna be your house like this.
I'm not playing it again.
No sleep. Wake up.
I'm not. I'm not doing it again. It's fair. Thank you. I'm on my way home now.
Next.
I'm not doing it.
One.
She's literally gonna answer the question.
Okay, how
herself.
about this? I'm gonna give you one with multiple choice. How about multiple choice? Multiple choice. That one is a good one. Multiple choice.
Did you hear my belly quake?
It's only coffee. You that was like, I love a spicy margarita. I love you. You don't
I
like
like the
it
spicy part of it, but I don't like coffee. It's like, okay.
But you know what? Yeah, coffee is a laxative. You're gonna poo as well.
Oh, God.
But you know what?
Killing me so much.
Anything for a flat stomach. That's what I'm excited about. You know when you poo and it just feel a bit lighter.
Girl, you talk about poo so much. You're obsessed with pooing.
No,
Do you know how many times on this show you mentioned pooing?
have I mentioned it a lot?
Yes, baby.
But you do generally.
Do I talk about
It's
poo?
nice
need
that
to
your
poo a lot on
bowels
the
move.
show.
It's nice that your bowels move so excellently. I'm so proud of you, girl. That you wake up in the morning, your bowels move.
Do you know what? I've never noticed that I talk about it a lot. Guys, we're actually talking about it a lot. Do you know what it is? Yeah, because we're having cocktails, there's so much sugar in it, and then just anyways, it's not very ladylike, is
That's
it?
not going down well. I promise you it's not. I'm nauseous all of a sudden. I feel like that's going to tear my intestines apart.
Don't be dramatic.
I am. I am being dramatic.
Let me give you a multiple choice. Let me give you a
Oh,
multiple
God.
choice.
I don't want to play this game anymore. But let's try.
When was the first Nigerian feature film made? Is it A, 2001, B, 1926, or C, 1969?
I don't know. And I'm not drinking. Feature film. Nigerian first feature film.
We've got A, 2001, B, 1926, or C, 1969.
I promise you, Joyce, I cannot. I'm leaning towards 1969. I feel like Nollywood movies have been around for that long. But feature film, maybe 2001. No, not 2001. What's the other one? Let's see.
1926.
Oh, 1969 is after 1926 or 1926.
We are locking in
1926 because that's older than 1969, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Nigerian movies have been around from Bollywood days. 1926, yeah. I wasn't thinking 1960s when we got independent. We've had movies before then. I think it would probably be 1920s. Tell me if I'm wrong. Ugh, let me just open it.
That is correct. Well done.
I got it right.
You got it right. That is correct. She said it's not
Before
me today,
independence. We were
Come
making
on, Nigeria. And I got a fun fact for you. Oh, God.
Don't be scared.
Here you go. Yay! On a scale of what we've played so far, I am pretty smart.
You are, you know. What have we got? This is water and honey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that wasn't bad. Plus cake. So, Palava, otherwise known as Palava, A Romance of Northern Nigeria, is a 1926 silent film shoot in British Nigeria.
Shot.
It's a silent film shot in British Nigeria. It is recognized today as the first Nigerian feature film. That's very cool.
That's 1920.
26.
That's cool.
That was
I was thinking
around
after
World War II.
independence,
before
but I
World War
realized
II
that we were
started.
around even before we got independent. So clearly, then there must have been movies back then.
Big up Nollywood. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
you know, it was literally the biggest industry used to be Bollywood, followed by Nollywood. Because Indian films, when we're growing up, were everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Even before Hollywood.
Yeah.
So we've been around for a bit.
Yeah, it's the second, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just love being Nigerian.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Even when Bollywood movies were like those singing movies, and those are old movies too, were like tiresome, and you know you have like so just to get through one scene could be like 30 minutes. But I love how far we've come now.
I know, right?
1926, that's a long time.
It's a long time. That's just before World War II. Sorry. I've made told to wrap up.
Because I mean, what would keep them company back then? They had to have films, right?
You have to give us something. We love entertainment. Entertainment space. Question number 5.
Hey God, this Joyce has not given up on this course. Okay.
Question number 5. What is chalk made of? A, sand, B, clay, C, limestone.
It's definitely not sand. Is it sand? It can't be sand. Clay, more like it.
What are we locking in?
I think I'm gonna lock in clay. It can't be limestone, so it has to be. It's not sand. I know chalk is not sand.
Why are you looking around for help?
I'm looking. Anybody feels like helping me out here? Chalk. That we. I think it might be sand. You know.
It can't be.
It can be. It might be sand. Do you think it's sand?
How about you giving answers?
Can you help me, please, Samuel?
We are locking in.
Wait. Because I know when you taste chalk. I used to eat chalk as a kid. Like I used to eat
Who
it.
didn't?
It's definitely not limestone. Oh God, don't tell me I'm gonna have to take one more. It's not clay, so maybe it's sand. I'll take sand.
We are locking in sand.
No, it's limestone. Let me take limestone.
That is incorrect. The answer is
clay.
Limestone. Just say this.
And I said limestone.
You know what? Everybody in the room was like, please. I could just feel everyone saying, please get this right, please. I'm so sorry. I really wanted you to win. I'll be honest. I really wanted you to win. But this doesn't look bad. I'm not sure what this is. What have we got in the mix today?
That's just biscotti spread with brisket spread with some hot water.
Oh, that's not bad. Biscoff. A nice biscoff is not so bad. Don't be dramatic.
It's like a baby. Just the thought of mashing biscuits and hot water and having me drink it is the most disgusting thing ever.
No,
but
it's like the
was the last one. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Just for you.
So I won how many? And you took how many shots? I've only taken 2 out of 6. So I've lost 2
I've
questions.
taken 4 shots.
I've lost 2.
Final. We've got to guess the song. So I've got some lines from a song, different parts. They're not coherent. So
You're Tommy, right?
You need to tell me what the song is and the artist. The first line of the song. Sorry, the first line. Sorry, one song. The first line is, I want to flex my love.
I want to flex my love.
The second line is, loving you, they make me forget, say I get problem. The third line is, thinking about you daily, it's wherever you want.
Kiss Daniel, I want to flex my love. Oh, day woo. Second song is what I'm saying?
No, it's all part of one song.
So it has to be Odewu by Kiss Daniel and probably Techno, I think. Did you hear my bell?
Yes.
I want to flex my love. I want to carry you, baby. So something.
What is the artist and the song?
Odewu is by Kiss Daniel. And I think Techno. I'm not sure, but
is that what we are locking in?
I think it's yeah, it has to be. It's Cristiano, I'm sure.
We are locking in.
Tell me it's not Cristiano, because I'm mad at Cristiano right now. So
Cristiano
makes me lose. I'm gonna be even double mad.
Why are you mad at Cristiano?
Because he did something that I don't like.
What did you do?
Gosh. We will deal with it off camera, don't worry.
Okay.
But
we're locking in Odewu Kiss Daniel.
That's where I know I want to flex my love comes in.
Tia, is she right, or does she have more reason to be angry at Kiss Daniel?
Do I have more reason?
Why do you give that to me?
I'm right with the song, right?
That is incorrect.
Who sang the song?
The answer is Kiss Daniel Cough.
But Odewu is cough.
No,
hello, Google it. No, we're gonna argue about this. Google it. Odewu in bracket cough. I'm Nigerian. I'm telling you, that's the song.
Is it?
Yes.
Odewu cough.
If you, I'm correct.
Tia,
I am.
You know Tia's Caribbean.
Tia, Google it. It's.
You know Tia's Caribbean.
I'm correct.
What's the name of the song?
Oh, actually, yes. Odewu
is cough. In question, cough. That's what it is. It's Ghanaian. I think Odewu means, I don't know where it gets that song. It's Kiss Daniel. Maybe I'll forgive him a little bit.
So yeah.
At least he didn't make me drink today.
That was a clinical mistake.
Oh yeah.
So she got it right.
Oh yeah.
Ha.
Song starts with cough now. Oh, day. Oh, day.
Oh,
I don't even. That looks
Sorry.
like piss.
I'm sorry.
That looks like piss. Tia, thank you so much for not making me drink that last one because I don't know what I would have done. I would just be on the floor, right here, being like, I had biscuits with hot water. Jesus Christ. I've suffered today. Just drink it, girl. Take it down like a G. Cough while you're taking it so it goes with the song. Oh, damn.
I mean, for someone that was freaking out a couple of minutes ago, the confidence, now the confidence has broken. You was not sick before? I'm gonna vomit.
Sick.
Now the
But
vomit
because I
has
can see
jumped.
that it's done and I won and I know I'm really smart.
You can pinch your nose.
Just pinch your nose and could I help you pinch your nose? So pinch your nose and just take it down. What is that exactly? Citrus? Lime?
Toke, I hate you right now.
Sis, Odeu. Wow.
So that was pickle juice.
Oh, that was awful.
What did you call it?
Pickle juice.
Ooh.
That was awful.
Pickle juice is not that bad. What did you mix it with?
No, just pickle juice.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Ah, girl. Odeu. Odeu.
Just everything that's happening in my stomach right now.
You know, you had a mixture of cinnamon.
Everything.
I even had a mixture of coffee with biscuits. I feel like puking. Tama saved us with a cake, by the way. Y'all couldn't see that. She really brought cake for us.
And at the end of that, we have, you did really good, you know.
Thank you.
4.
No, yeah,
5.
4.
Is it
I
4 or
lost
5?
2 questions.
Oh, yeah, 5.
So I lost
Is
2
it 4?
questions.
4.
Yeah, 4 out of 6.
God, what a day.
And that other one, I actually just second guessed myself because limestone really came to my mind, but I was just like,
no, it just
tasted more
no,
like
it
clay.
didn't.
It did.
No,
'Cause I used to
it
eat
did.
chalk as a kid. So I thought this was more like clay side. I know it's not sand. Do you know one thing I love to smell?
Go on.
I'm addicted to the smell of coffee, even if I don't drink it, and petrol.
I never understand the smell of petrol.
I would
Just
smell
not-
petrol all day. I just love it.
It's really nice.
There's just, yeah, it's just something, does something to my nose.
What a strange.
It's very strange. I used to eat chalk as a kid.
I used to pick the wall, like a bit of drywall, like, you know, no?
If the thought of picking it, is that that happened.
Yeah, that
It's like when you
feeling.
scratch-
No,
I
but I
hate
love
that.
it. Guys, we've got to wrap up. This has
I
been.
love you. Thank you so
I
much.
love you
for
so much.
having
Where do
me.
we find you on the internet?
We find me on Instagram. It's Toke Makinwa. TikTok. I'm really loving TikTok these days.
It's giving,
Toke
right?
Makinwa. I think my Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, only Twitter has me as Tokestar with a double R. But every other thing is my name and my last name. So Toke Makinwa. Connect and let's do this. I would like to do like a live Toke moment. And I would
Yes!
definitely love to have you.
Of course, I'll be there. London,
board.
Nigeria, where we talk
might
about?
do both.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
try. In 2025, we're definitely going to come to London.
I'm
Because I feel
there.
like when we're talking about relationships, a lot of the girlies can learn a lot from my experiences.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be like a night with Madam Joyce and Toke Makinwa. So
Let's
we
do
can-
it.
Let's do it. Let's make
Honestly,
it work.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I will be honored to be part of Toke Moments in London.
In London, yeah, I think we should.
Even in Nigeria, you know, anywhere you
girl,
need me,
girls,
I'll be
yeah.
there.
Just send me the location, yeah.
And I'll be right there. Yeah.
You know, I actually thought she was going to give me a song by Skepta because I shared a story with your line producer about my relationship with UK artists and how Skepta trolled me. Oh my gosh.
When did Skepta, what happened?
Like over a decade ago.
What did he say?
I put my foot in my mouth, right? So I went to this concert and I've been such a huge fan of Fally Ipupa. And my friend said, God rest her soul, she died on a plane crash. And she just called me up and said, babe, I've got tickets to Fally Ipupa. It's coming to Nigeria. And I said, shut up. You know Fally Ipupa, right? The guy who twists his waist, he's so good looking. And the way he used to dance, I don't understand what he's singing, you know. But his dancers and the waist twisting. And I'm like, yeah, a night with Fally Ipupa, it's on. Let's go. So we went. I think this was Skepta's first time back in Nigeria after a long time. I don't think he had been because his entire family members were there. They were on a different table and he was one of the headliners at the concert. So I didn't know who Skepta was. Again, my feet in my mouth because as a radio presenter, I should know who Skepta is, right? But I think I was so into this Fally Ipupa thing because it was a phase in my life where I just loved Awilo Logomba. I love people from that side because the way they used to wind their waist and for you to do the Makosa dance, you were really cool in my books, right? So Fally Ipupa was definitely a different, you know, younger Awilo and all those Kofi Olomide. So Fally Ipupa was like the younger version, still trying to, you know, keep that, you know, zones alive. And my friend took me to this concert at Federal Palace Hotel. And we get there, and obviously, Fally Ipupa is the main, headline act of the show. So he will have to come out at last. And I had radio in the morning. So by 10, I'm like, okay, he's coming out. 11, he's not out yet. Another comedian, another dancer, guys, bring out Fally Ipupa. Then they now said, come back in Nigeria after so many years. This act was coming up and it was Skepta. And I just was stupid with my tweets. I was like, I beg, bring out Fally Ipupa, please. Who the hell is Skepta? What's his name? The next morning, Madam Joyce, I was trending for 3 days. Skepta dragged me by my weakness.
What did he say?
Obu, don't be stupid, Similara. I don't even remember the words, but he insulted my entire life. Oh my God, he dragged me. And of course, his minions, his fans, they were like, as a radio, they started reporting me to my radio station. She doesn't know who Skepta is, fire her, this, that. It was so bad. Like 3 days, I was trending.
You know what's so interesting? I was just talking to my friend about Skepta, and they were like, oh, that if Skepta goes to Nigeria, they're not going to know who he is unless he's next to Wizkid. I said, you're lying.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Do you know Skeppy Boy Skepta in Nigeria?
Well, back then, this was like over a decade ago. Like I didn't really know him. So I was just like, yeah, who's this guy?
They were like, oh yeah, Skepta. If he's not Wizkid. I said, if Skepta lands in Nigeria.
Baby, somebody must have tweeted it to him. He said he insulted me. Funny enough, even with his insults, I don't think he used like a B word, but he was just very like, mandem. Yeah. Very like, you know what I mean? Like very, and then all the London people.
He schooled you.
Oh, they schooled. I say he dragged me by my wig. I don't think he left any strand left. Tweet after tweet after tweet. I think he has a sister as well, right?
Yeah.
She jumped in on it. The whole family dragged
it. They've changed. Honestly, that was 10 years ago. I promise you,
family jumped in on it and gave me a good time. 3 days.
Is this your apology 10 years later though?
I spoke to, I think somebody was talking to him recently, and I said, this guy, since then, when we're in LA, I remember one time Toa and I were in LA and Dave had a party or somebody. So going there, I had to say, please, who is who? So that when I'm greeting them, I don't go. Skepta reminded me of, who's this one's name? Dave. I know them now. I know all the UK acts. Tell me one that I don't know. I sat beside one guy, I think I was coming from Norway. I can't remember his name now, but he's a huge UK.
Central C?
Not Central. I know Central C. Call like 5 UK, I'll tell you. I know Stormzy.
Stormzy, Dave.
Not Dave.
Heady One.
Okay. I remember him. We sat beside each other on the plane. He said, when he talks to me about him, I already said, I know you. Even before I knew him, I know you.
I must know you.
He cannot repeat himself again.
Lesson learned.
But I do appreciate UK artists. I think that there's this UK song that I really like. Like, my friends have this whole roadman thing where at a party we like to do that. Let's go something. Like what garage songs, like all the UK garage songs. Like
that's not my era. I'm young.
Baby.
Garage is not my era.
Yeah, but guess what?
I bring you flowers.
I'm the girl on the microphone who says I was established in 1984. So yes, that's my era. Period. Gen Z people, go and sleep. We don't need
guys, Tia is telling me to wrap the up.
All right, guys, my name is Toke Makinwa. It's been so much fun hanging out with Madam Joyce on Cocktails and Takeaway. We'll be back next week with another bad boy or another bad girl.
Clean, sexy. Woo! Thank you. That was so good.